Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high-performance, optimized ready-mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or ProMix?
Is your lawn looking like it hit the snooze button one too many times, weeds creeping in, grass barely hanging on? It's time for a makeover Lawn Pride style. Our 7-step program does it all, from kicking weeds to pampering your lawn with the nutrients it needs to thrive. Thicker, greener, and yes, way healthier. And here's the kicker. Your first application is free when you sign up for 5 or more treatments. Free! Ready to turn your yard into the envy of the neighborhood? Trust Lawn Pride, because your lawn deserves a little TLC. Visit lawnpride.com to kick off your lawn's glow up today. Lawn Pride, professional care, unbeatable price, and results that'll have your lawn singing.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED, because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds, through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs, with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Happy Tuesday, folks. I'm 4029 meteorologist Rick Foley with your Get Ready Weather forecast. Turning out the door this morning in northwest Arkansas, temperatures going to be sitting in those 70s. Overall, going to be a pretty warm start to the morning. Even going to feel a little humid out there, as dew points still pretty high as you wake up. Let's begin into the afternoon. Temperatures going to be sitting in those 80s once again, mid-80s across the area. Showers do return this evening into the overnight hours and continue throughout your week. That's your Get Ready Weather forecast, only on 4029.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. Arkansas football begins in 87 days. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
Oh, boy!
A Zeppelin. Yeah.
Whoopee! Zeppelin!
There he is. All right, Randy. Daddy's going to kill Ralphie. Ruskin and Zach with you here on this wonderful day, whatever day it may be here on ESPN Arkansas. And the Hit That Line Now app. 877-377-6963. Text, call, sit and listen quietly. Talk or not talk for hours, whatever you want to do. We're here for that. Here on the program. We're all here, ready to go. Denver Bill, Zachary.
Yeah.
Yours truly.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are.
Bunga bunga.
That's right. Big Mike's out there. Well, he'll be awake later. May not be awake now, but he'll be awake later, and we'll get into all of it.
He works the night shift.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he sleeps.
He's watching the skyways, the byways. Watching the internet, making sure that we're all safe.
He's watching out for you.
Yeah, he is.
And me and everyone else. Yep. That's right. Let's see here. Okay. Good to have you with us here today. Well, we got the Super Regional set now. They're locked in. And, of course, no night games. So people are mad because, they're not in.
We deserve a night game.
Deserve a night game.
Right.
I think this is, this is, if you're a competitive person, and a lot of people in the fan base are not competitive people. They're soft people. They live vicariously through the achievements of others. Some people are competitive people. Some people are not. But this is the dream scenario. You want to be the champ? They're coming to your field. Go beat them 2 out of 3 this weekend. It is the most fair and equitable, and it's the perfect storyline if it's going to come true, like you said back here on the wall of promises, Zachary.
It's not a look. There's a difference between a promise and a guarantee, and that's got the the double blue ribbon guarantee. The league yesterday, in all of its glory, forgot to send out that they broke another record.
What's that?
Most teams eliminated in the first round.
Yeah,
I didn't see Sankey putting that out, but shout out to the league for breaking another record. The more SEC teams fall by the wayside, the better Arkansas's chances are.
Yes, that's right. And everyone else, by the way.
Yeah,
everyone else gets a little bit more wide open.
So the league's got
more
4,
SEC teams leave.
But a possibility of having 3 in Omaha.
Right.
Because Arkansas and Tennessee play each other.
They're definitely getting 1 in.
Yeah, 1 is definitely going to get there. I don't know about Auburn. We'll see.
Yeah, that's a weird one with them. But I mean, this is the perfect scenario. The defending champs, and you get a chance to dethrone them on your field on a way to a championship. That is what it is all about, folks. Do not run from this. Embrace this. This is as good as it gets in sports, in athletic competition, in storyline writing, and all of that stuff. This is the top of in this world, in the small piece of the pie that is college baseball.
Are people upset about the not getting a night game, or just the rubes on the internet? Because I
think people are upset.
Okay,
but I think they are masking. Here's what I think happened. You want to go dime store psychology here? I love playing this game. I think people are scared because it's not Wake Forest, and this is going to be challenging. And I think to mask that fear, they start griping about silly stuff. That's what I think.
Let me draw a correlation.
Yeah. Okay.
There is a team on your football schedule coming up that doesn't care what time the game is played. There's no, not them. Not them. Notre Dame's going to beat Arkansas's ass. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, but there is a team on your schedule that will play you in a parking lot. That will play you in a field, in a cornfield, a hayfield. It doesn't matter. It's Arkansas State. You have to adopt that mindset. It doesn't matter what time the game's played. It doesn't matter who's broadcasting. It could be on Oprah's channel. Who cares? You have a chance to dethrone the national champions. This idea that, well, we deserve this or we deserve that. Man, you're getting into it at a very tough mindset to go play a team that can beat you.
The thinking is this is the top seed left. They should be playing in prime time. But what people don't understand is that, man, nationally, you're not a draw. All right. First of all, another thing you need to understand, your afternoon games are being played on ESPN, which still, I think, matters in this ever-changing world of how people watch things. I think it still matters to be on actual ESPN. So that's still, you're doing that. And, as far as an exposure standpoint, if they're willing to put you on actual ESPN and it's, when the sun is up, you take the time slot and you go. You don't go Kevin O'Sullivan and start crying and complaining about everything.
Play the game when it's scheduled.
Right.
It's a TV show. What you should be upset about is that you didn't get Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You got Tennessee an extra day.
Okay, I have a theory on that. Mm-hmm. I think that right now there's a better chance of rain Friday than Saturday. So maybe there was some input saying, "Hey, look,
yes, and that."
We need to start this Saturday because there might be some weather here."
Terrific.
That may be what happened. I have no knowledge of that. That may be what happened.
And the optics are that, well, Vitello got a gift and he's going to get an extra day. Well, he's coming in here. And you beat him 2 out of 3 the last time you played.
That's right, yes. Yeah. And you roughed up their ace, Liam Doyle, who is not available for game 1, you would think. And, we'll see what they do with him. And
I know this is probably going to ruffle some feathers and bruise some egos, but it's the truth. Tennessee's a bigger draw. Vitello is a bigger draw than your program. Now you just got to go beat them. That's all you got to do. Just win the damn games. It doesn't matter. All this other stuff doesn't matter. You're a better team than they are. They are wildly inconsistent. At their best, they're very good. But they go through these swings where they can't do anything. And then all of a sudden they get hot for a couple innings. If you can get through that, you'll win both Saturday and Sunday, and you will be on your way to Omaha. That's all that matters. All this other stuff doesn't matter one bit. So what? They're a bigger draw. They're also the defending national champions. They've got the biggest personality in the thing, and it's Vitello. Okay, that's cool. Great. But, play the quiet underdog. That's the way Van Horn wants it anyway.
Right. Yeah. I think this is great. Because again, they're where you want to be. You got to beat them to get there. It's perfect. It's everything that you would want in a matchup. And competitive people in the building, that are on the team, coaching the team, they're all chomping at the bit, ready for this. It's the people on the outside that have never accomplished much. They're the ones doing the complaining. I think, Zach, is what the deal is. I think in the building, you could go ask, Gage Wood or the Alloy brothers or somebody. They would say, "Hey, we'll play at a parking lot at 1 a.m. against those guys. We don't care."
That's what I'm saying.
But the fans don't have that.
You've got to get that mind. Look,
but the fans don't have.
I understand.
That's why they're in the stands.
That I understand. Yeah. This is a Cadillac class of fans. They think they deserve everything, and they don't think they have to do anything to get it. You have got to get out of this mindset that everything should be handed to you on a silver platter the way you want. And go fight for it. The hell with it. Go fight for it. This is your one. Look, you don't have a lot of these chances. These things are not gifted. You guys have been on a pretty good run for about the last decade or so, where you've been competitive. But to complain and whine about you're not playing a night game, or you're not this or not that, just go play.
But it's masking a bigger insecurity. That's why they do this all the time.
Go play 9 innings. That's all that matters.
That's my theory. It's not. The whininess comes from insecurity. That's what I think it is.
I think there's some of that.
I think that's what it is. And somebody just brought this up on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. By starting on Saturday, Arkansas gets root on.
There you go.
And
we're focusing
Tennessee's
on the
guys
negative.
are not on full rest. And also Tennessee's catcher can't play in game 1 because he got thrown out Monday night against Southern Miss, so he's suspended for the game.
So just settle down. And I understand. Maybe it's just an instant reaction to Tennessee and Vitello, and he brings out the worst in all of us. Is that fair?
Yes, he does.
I mean, he brings
out the worst in that ballpark. I mean, even the Wake Forest guy is dropping slurs during a game. Yeah. All the fans are like, hanging over the rails, yelling stuff. Like he is very polarizing. And he brings out the worst in the opponents and everybody.
He's like your ex-wife. You just see her and you're like, I just want to start swearing.
That's right.
I mean, I hate you that much. But I think, and this is his program is an interesting psychological study. They thrive in that. They live in that. They want that. They create that as best they can. Is that chaos? And I think that's something that Arkansas has to be careful not to do. It's like Muhammad Ali would start talking to you. And if he sucked you in and he got you into that thing where you're talking to him and you're throwing wild haymakers, he'd beat you.
Right.
You got to stay above the fray on this one.
Yeah.
It's a baseball game.
But you can't, this Arkansas team is more outwardly emotional than I think any that maybe Dave has had. But there is a line there. You're absolutely right. You got to be, where you're, you get the strikeout, you're running off the mound, yelling stuff, but you can't take the bait. And, something happens, one gets away. No one's throwing at anybody in college baseball. That's not what happens. But people, like last night, there was a deal in the Wake Forest at Tennessee game. Somebody took exception to something. They start talking, and then, it is what it is. But here's Chris in Fayetteville. While the snobs, complain in their ivory tower about their first world problems, listen to this. Chris in Fayetteville. I'm happy. I don't have to take off work. That's right. If Arkansas wins games 1 and 2, you can watch Saturday and Sunday, and there you go. You don't miss any work. For regular people, that's a big deal.
If they had to put cars around the outfield and everybody turned their lights on to play the game, that's got to be your mentality when you play this team, because they're going to do everything they can to get you out of your game. And they're very good at it.
Yeah. Car chase guy texted in here. I think complaining about game times is an indicator of nervousness about playing Tennessee.
I think there's some of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's more the reaction to Vitello than anybody else, because there's nobody else. If all of this other stuff went on, like say you were going to play, I don't know, Mississippi, you're not having this same reaction. If you're going to play Murray State, you're not having this reaction. Hell, LSU, you're not having this reaction.
No, it's different with him.
It is.
And it's different with them because they just behave so smugly the entire time.
Now hang on.
And they backed it. I mean, last year they backed it up. They won the whole thing.
The blind spot is your team does it too.
Right.
I mean, your team does it as well. But he is, in your eyes, the worst of the worst. And he brings out the worst in every single player, coach, fan.
Yes, he does.
And I think that's their whole goal, is if they can get you teetering a little bit off your game, they've got you.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's everything lined up for you. It doesn't matter when the game's played. They had to play an extra day, had to use all their pitchers. Their catcher suspended. Everything is lining up.
Yeah, I mean, it would be quite a letdown if Arkansas doesn't get game one, given all of the things that we talked about there. That they can't have Doyle and they won't have the other guy that's that they used on short rest, I think, last night. But you could get him Saturday with the season on the line, or Sunday, I guess you could say. I think it goes 3. I think this is settled on Monday, and it is going to be just an all-out war. It's going to be like last night. People are going to be yelling at each other. There are going to be fights in the stands. It's going to be insane.
Man, this is like when my drug addict cousin used to come to Thanksgiving.
And we're all going to get rich on the raffle again. It's going to be awesome.
This is when, like, my drug addict cousin used to come to Thanksgiving. Everybody was in a good mood till she got there. And then the whole thing got turned upside down by one person. That's what he does. It's like a scientist's laboratory. And they embrace it. They love the chaos. You got to stay above it. Do your thing. You'll be fine. It's a baseball game. At the end of all of it, after all of the running of mouths, it's a baseball game. You have to go play, and you have to play better than they do. They're good.
Yeah, they are.
They're the defending national champions for a reason. They're here for a reason.
Yep.
They beat a good team yesterday. I'm not sure you beat a good team all weekend. So there will be some questions there. But they are going to do everything they can to get you off kilter. And if you fall for it, you're in trouble.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be great Saturday afternoon when this thing gets lit up out at, or whenever they play it. If there's weather or whatnot.
But Stephen in Fort Smith says Vitello's Lane Kiffin. No.
Well, you got to remember that, like, when we say all this stuff about Tony Vitello, it's all in the very small pie piece that is college baseball world. Like, if you went to Boston and talked to, no one knows who Tony Vitello is in Boston or in New York or in Indiana or whatever. So all of this is occurring in this small little tint, of the NCAA baseball tournament, which, while is I don't think gets as good of ratings as the women's tournament does on ESPN. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure the Women's College World Series outdraws the men.
Vitello is Deion Sanders, and in a different way. They're a lightning rod no matter what they do. Jessica's texting. She says Tennessee is good for baseball. You don't have to like it for it to be true. I think it makes college baseball more interesting.
Well, you would villains do. Yeah.
Let me rephrase that. It makes college baseball interesting because there is zero that is interesting about this sport until Vitello enters the room. And I guess to a point, Lane Kiffin has that effect on people. But Deion is the one I'm thinking of. It's when Vitello or Deion walks into a room, you're on either side. There is no middle ground on them. No. You either love him or you hate him. And there's no, he's all right. Nobody thinks that way about, Deion or Vitello. In Vitello's case, Vitello's got bona fides. He's got a ring.
Yep.
So, look, if you want to run your mouth and run your program that way, that's fine. Somebody has to stop it. Right. They run it a lot like Miami ran their football program in the late 80s, early 90s. It's just this renegade program that does what they want until somebody stops it.
So you beat them.
And that's how you have to look at this. They're going to do what they're going to do. They're not going to stop because they're nice.
So
they're just going to do what they do.
Why Arkansas is fighting for truth, justice, integrity, character, all of these things that they don't have. Arkansas is if you just stumble upon this Saturday afternoon, Arkansas is the team, in the white cowboy hat, and Tennessee's wearing the black cowboy hat. I mean, and you're rooting. It's good versus evil. That's what this is. It is good versus evil.
If Vitello coached football and he coached Arkansas, you'd be thrilled. Have that guy.
If he coached baseball here, they'd be thrilled if a team behaved this way.
Yeah,
the way that they behave. Jumping onto the field over the dugout rail on home runs and just general childlike behavior. People would eat it up with a spoon.
True.
Just like with Calipari. Everybody hated Calipari until he worked here. And now everybody can't get enough of Calipari.
Calipari he was a class guy. He never did this stuff. Vitalo is an animal.
No, but you didn't like Calipari because he won.
He's a childish animal, and he runs his program. It's a kindergarten class. It's just act out anytime you want.
Calipari is Calipari is different because you were angry about two things: the success and the fact that he was always on TV doing something.
Yeah.
He's they're having him on the draft. They're having him doing this. He guest hosted Mike and Mike one time. I mean, he was everywhere all the time, and he wasn't your coach, so that bothered you. Now, you see him, taking pictures with Caitlin Clark, and he's at a Knick game at Madison Square Garden, and you're like, okay, this is great because he's on our side now. So that's the difference there. But the thing I wonder about is, Dave has made inklings that he is, closer to the end than the middle of his career, right? And he said that the other night. He's not that far behind. Coach Service there at Creighton.
Okay.
Would Vitello be the best fit here, or would that act play in a very conservative place like Arkansas? The Vitello act with the fur coat and the whole deal. Or would he change? Would he, when they said Letterman can't do 11, it's a 12:30 show. You got to act different at 11:30. Would Tony act different because Arkansas is like an 11:30 show? It's different.
Keith Bimple, the executive athletics director at the Springdale Public Schools, says Tony Vitello is Drago. Everybody hates Drago.
Yeah. So you got CCP on the front of your shirt.
Yeah.
Then you
might
love
as
Drago.
well. Tennessee, CCP, it all sounds the same to me.
It is good versus evil in this super regional. There's no clearer way to define it than that.
Now,
good versus evil.
A guy from Harrison says this is the reason Tony's still single.
Oh, I mean, I don't think we need to get personal with the man. I mean, we're not going to call him a loser like Karl Anthony Towns or anything like that. But
there's also a report out that Cal, front runner for the Knicks job.
Is that all right? Uh-oh.
Just
well, you're really going to need that raffle money to pay off to keep Jim Dolan away.
Jess says he's single because he is waiting for her.
Sure. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Right.
The Crane team is your home for all your automotive needs. With 16 different locations across the state and America's favorite brands, the Crane team has the perfect vehicle for you. From pickup and delivery to service after the sale, plus our famous huge Crane cash discounts, the Crane team simply can't be beat. Shop Arkansas's largest selection of Buick, GMC, Ford, Chevy, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and more. Visit us today or shop online at craneteam.com.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
White perch, big old slab. C'est bon, sacale.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got coffee.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sacale, paper mouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Don't take less when you can have it all with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. There's the $5 Classic box full of craveable faves. The $7 Supreme box for your swankier side. And the $9 Cantina Lux box has a whole world of tasty indulgences, including the slow-roasted Cantina Chicken Burrito. Get Lux for less with the $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
East Coast summers living on the run. Now the beachfront nights, 5,000 thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to Maine. Now the seaside.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Roback.com.
Roback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Roback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing and we're into the NBA and NHL playoffs, and BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NBA, NHL, and UFC, BetOnline remains the best online source for all your sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Bet online. The game starts here.
Thanks for watching it.
250-4844.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T.
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. It's time to step up to the plate and get a big league haircut at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Whether you're gearing up for the game or just need a fresh cut, our all-star stylist will have you looking like a champ. Kick back in our big comfy chairs, catch the game on our ATVs, and enjoy a cold beer or root beer while we handle the rest. Book online at fantasysportscuts.com or call us at 935-3116. Walk-ins are always welcome, but if you're on a tight schedule, we recommend booking ahead. Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every haircut is a home run. Located at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Is your DIY website killing your business and robbing your time? Modular Orange specializes in building professional custom websites for service businesses just like yours for just $95 a month. That's right, a high-performance website for only $95 a month with no upfront costs. There's a reason lawyers, dentists, accountants, counselors, plumbers, electricians, and more all trust Modular Orange to build their online presence. Take your time back to focus on what you do best. Let the professionals at Modular Orange handle your website. Visit modularorange.com today. That's modularorange.com.
ESPN 99.5. It's not a sports show. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
I'm supposed to be bad. Your dad's complaining about money.
He's losing track again.
Your news is brought to you by Good Share because and to have somewhere to sit. Get Good Share exclusively at the Stadium Shop, where we will be on Friday.
Oh, yeah, we're coming
out
today.
Yeah, we're going to be down there on Friday. Stop by, tell Robert Errol-Mann that Joe Bonamassa blows, and you want to be seated in the Good Share. Razorback baseball team has their opponent for the Super Regionals, and it's a familiar one. Defending national champion Tennessee will make their way to Fayetteville this weekend with a trip to Omaha on the line. Game 1 is Saturday, 4 p.m. Game 2, Sunday at 2. Monday is TBD. For those that aren't in the business, that means to be determined.
Yes.
If necessary. I'm going to be honest. I put zero effort into the polls today. You're Ruscin and Zach.
What else is new?
No, like I haven't been putting effort in. I'm really not putting effort in today. How you feeling with Tennessee coming to town this weekend? Have you booked your trip for Omaha? Are you a little worried, or are you getting ready for football? 51% of you said you're a little worried. When do you drive most safely? With a person in the passenger seat or food in the passenger seat? 74% of you said food in the passenger seat. Those are your Ruscin and Zach X polls.
Bailey in Springdale texting in here. The Goodyear blimp turns 100 today. Brett Bielema is not that old.
He's lost a pound. I mean,
I don't think you can call people that, Bailey. I don't think that's nice.
Now, Brett ain't getting off the ground. The blimp gets off the ground.
That is very mean. How dare you?
Now, is the blimp in town? Because it's the meeting.
Oh, maybe for that, yeah. But for this, no.
No, you do it with a drone now. But I was wondering, they used to have the blimp fly around, and
yeah, it may come in town for the shareholders. I don't know about the. I don't know.
Okay.
Now it's a fun week coming up because you get to make up a bunch of rumors about celebrities that you saw in town.
Yeah,
you know,
I met Halle Berry at the shareholders meeting.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Paul Rudd's down here at Zaxby's having a salad right now. I better go check him out.
Not Mary Lou Retton, Nadia Comaneci at the shareholders. She's tiny.
Yeah, the gymnasts tend to run that way.
Like strikingly tiny.
Okay.
Did not. I've never felt like Shaq in my life until that day. Bill, I think you were with me that day. We were at Cuckoo's. No? All right. You got to turn the mic on. All right, try again. Bill, I think you were with me at Cuckoo's.
No, actually, I wasn't. Did you really push that button?
No.
Okay. Program was off.
Uh-huh.
So somebody came in here and did it.
Oh, it's an industry term.
Oh, yeah, industry. Yeah, that might have been me, actually. That probably was me. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
No, I did not.
Meet,
no, okay. All right. I didn't know. Somebody was with me that day. It's, yeah, a lot of. Well, there used to be a lot of celebs in town. Now it's more of a corporate event. A lot of shareholders.
You know, I never get invited to this thing.
Well, you're a holder, aren't you?
I am.
Okay.
They just want me to vote on their dumb, rules or whatever. They don't want me to come to the show.
Okay.
I don't think that's right. You know what? Keep your money. I'm kidding. Never mind. No, I'm kidding. You want to give me more shares? That'd be fine. I would.
Yeah, that actually would. That'd be like a. But wouldn't that be like an ancillary benefit?
I don't know. Is that illegal? Is that payola?
You want to check in on the Big Ten offices?
Sure.
Does the Big Ten have any teams left? No. They're done?
God, no. No, they don't play baseball. Not really.
Well, that we know.
You're a bum.
Whoops, who got in from the Big Ten? I don't even know.
Oregon was in.
Oh yeah, Oregon and UCLA were in. Yeah. Well, UCLA's in. They're still kicking.
UCLA's still around?
Yeah, they're still in.
Yeah. Go Bruins.
Yeah.
I saw USC lost, so that made me happy.
USC lost to Oregon State.
Yep.
Who may be in the Pac-12, but then the other night they said they were independent in baseball. So
Did they say that?
I don't really know what league they're in. It's
okay. So we're watching the game yesterday. We had it on for like 6 seconds, and they have a Pac-12 banner on the bunting.
Well,
maybe
the budget cuts. They haven't been able to replace that yet. They haven't been able to swap
is
that out
Oregon
yet.
State and who's the other? Washington State. Are they in a situationship with the Pac-12?
Yeah, it's complicated.
Okay, yeah, they're
in the old Facebook days. Put it's complicated.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
right. Right.
Okay,
yeah,
I understand. I'm looking for clarity in a world full of clouds. I'm looking for clarity. All right,
Annie and Mountain Home texted in here. Just got off work. Did I miss anything interesting
No.
or intelligent? Yeah, but it was all before 2:00, so you missed all that. All that stuff was intelligent and interesting, and then. We came on and ruined everything.
We're here to bring everybody down.
We went boom on the rug as usual. Yes, Bill.
Well, I do think Shreveport finished the deal. I think what did they end up 169-0 or something?
Bill, are you aware that Viagra is the #1 recreational drug in America?
I'm working on it.
We talked about that almost at length yesterday.
No, I
about
know
them finishing
yesterday.
the deal.
No, but I thought they played one more game last night.
Nope. No, they won.
That was actual LSU, not LSU Shreveport.
They won the NAIA World Series on Sunday.
That was real LSU, not
if you'll
not
go
fake
back,
Shreveport
if
LSU.
you'll go back and listen to several news updates from yesterday's show.
Okay, so I'm just getting my okay. I'm gonna.
It's okay.
I'm gonna sit over here in the corner and shut
No. You know what? That's the first time that's happened to you, where you've repeated something that we've
you're
already-
vested now.
You're exactly.
vested
You're
now.
vested.
Congratulations.
You're into the retirement
So
program.
now I'm part of the club.
The initiation is complete. Get your lapel pin or whatever.
Swear to God, I thought I was bringing something.
Yeah.
Garçon Shady.
Or not.
Oh, well.
You know, I was looking back at that 2018 Oregon State team.
Yeah.
They were loaded. Like major leaguers loaded.
That's why you should have finished them off when you had the
Yeah,
chance. you know?
boy.
And that's the deal this weekend. Like, if you get an opportunity to go for the throat against Tennessee, you go for the throat against Tennessee. And there probably aren't as many big leaguers on this Tennessee team as there was on that 18 Oregon State team. But good Lord, finish them. You know, go full, what is it, Mortal Kombat or whatever.
Yeah, that's it.
Street Fighter.
We got, I've gotten several texts on this addressed to me about Tibbs getting fired from the Knicks. That's fine.
That's a big story of
good with
the
it.
hour,
It
yes.
has been its time. That he has taken this thing and I'm looking forward to seeing what Cal can do.
That's right, yes. A front runner for the Nick job, yes.
Karl Anthony Towns, one of his boys, been to the Garden.
That's right.
New York guy, just saying.
Yes. Well, there's a lot of dot connecting already going on with with the Thibodeau firing. Jay Wright, who coached all those Villanova guys, people are throwing his name out there. People are throwing out Dan Hurley's name, who is up the road at Storrs,
I've been a Knicks fan since 1985 when they got Patrick Ewing. I loved Patrick Ewing. If Dan Hurley arrives in New York, I will be a fan free agent.
Oh, you're out.
I'm out on. I cannot stand Dan Hurley. I will tolerate.
Would you become a Pacers fan?
No.
Okay. All right. Not willing to do that.
No.
Okay.
I don't know where I would go, to be honest. I'd probably, the kid and I would find a team. I'd probably be a Spurs fan.
Well, she's Wemby. You'd go there.
She's a huge Spurs fan. It'd give us something to bond over, I guess.
There you
Trauma
go.
bond.
There you go.
But not Dan Hurley.
You don't want him?
I'll take Cal.
Well, how many times, the Lakers supposedly threw an obscene amount of money to him, and he was like, no. And then they ended up, going bargain basement and getting J.J. Redick, for whatever they paid him. And then, part of the cut of the podcast that he was doing with LeBron. That's his payment. How much can they throw the moon at you and you say no? Hurley's turned him down once in that league.
Right.
But Cal took the money back when he went to the Nets back in the day.
He also went to a really good team with Derek Coleman, Drazen Petrovic, Sherman Douglas. So that was not a bad group. But Dan Hurley's not a national championship. He's not a two-time national championship winning coach now. He just
he won two of them, just not most recently.
But now he's not the hot commodity that he once was. Everybody knows his act would not play well in
coaching. I don't think anybody cared.
In that city, his act would not play, especially if you're losing. Now you're winning, one. Now Cal, he would be the toast of New York.
You think he would?
Oh, he'd be at Sparks every night. He'd be in the Costa.
I mean, he was at the Garden a couple weeks ago.
And one of his favorite players is Karl Anthony Towns. If anybody competitiveness out of Karl Anthony Towns,
is that call made? Does someone call somebody engage
no
into
question? Make the call. Is he going to accept it? No.
No, but you
make the call.
You don't make that call, you should be fired.
Yeah, I mean,
Leon Rose or whoever's running the Knicks.
You got to make the call.
Make the call.
One more swing with a team that just went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Need up in some motivation.
Right.
Cal can motivate. Plus, Cal can do his thing in New York, man. I'll give you another one. Richard Sebastian Pitino. He's right there.
Yeah, he's right there.
Yep. I don't know if his middle name's Sebastian. It sounds good.
Yeah. Xavier, maybe? I don't know. Xavier.
See, Jay Wright doesn't. He's like the Sixers. That feels right, but not New York.
Well, I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, you make that call if you're a responsible goes nowhere, but you at least have to make
it probably does. It probably goes absolutely nowhere. But
it doesn't. Then what do you do?
But think about this. You went to the Eastern Conference Finals. You got a bad taste in your mouth. You get coaching search. You got rid of Tibbs. Things are kind of on edge. Players are, players are players. They're whatever they've got. And all of a sudden, out of the woods, here comes John Calipari. Going to give it one more shot.
Well, what I was going to ask you initially, like, he is as competitive as a person as we know. People like him are cool, and there's a reason for that. Because they're not sitting around eating bonbons all day talking about what you. So, don't you think at the quiet moment, it gnaws at him that he didn't have success at that level? At that level,
no question.
As much as success as he's had, and he's a Hall of Famer. But you tried that and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
And when you talk to any player, sure they can tell you, but you know that they can tell you every detail about losses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this, and my parents were sitting 15 rows up at the 15-yard line. They can tell you everything.
Yeah.
But a win, it was a great game. From now on, do this. When you hear a player story about a win, listen to the lack of detail. And if anybody asks them about a loss, listen to the amount of detail.
Oh, yeah.
In the story of a just pay attention to that.
Clint from the 4796, and man, Bill is perfect for your show. Doesn't know sports dynamite out. Absolutely love it.
One place for the New York Knicks. Six.
There it is. See, you've got your line of succession already.
Right. Plus, it's the same playbook. They're kind of tired of him at Kansas. Kentucky was tired of Cal when you got him. Makes sense to me.
Let's go, Nick.
Plus, we can bring great assistant coach Jeremy Case back to Arkansas.
Yeah.
To bring him home.
Yep.
Right.
Bring him.
Mama would love that.
Oh, Mama would love that.
Would be very
love that.
You see, Mama works here, so that's why we know all this stuff.
Rita.
Hello.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-60. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Settle up, Northwest Arkansas. It's the 81st annual Rodeo of the Ozarks, June 25th through the world's best cowboys and cowgirls compete in one of America's top-ranked rodeos. Get your tickets now at rodeooftheozarks.org or stop by the rodeo office at 1423 East Emma Avenue in Springdale. Rodeo of the Ozarks, June 20th. Let's rodeo, y'all. On MLK Boulevard before the Hogs hit the diamond at Bomb. Short 10-minute walk from Rally House. Go Hogs.
It's your city, it's your house, it's the Rally House.
Hey gang, Blake Young here with Wood Power. Currently, we are overstocked on select Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, and Can-Am product. If you're in the market for a new side-by-side, come see us soon. We're about to blow these out, and I can promise you they won't last long. Also, these products, not your typical on-sale stuff that no one wants. Our deals won't be beat, and your buying experience matched. We look forward to serving you. Wood Power Sports, solid name you can trust.
Experience the flavors of chef-inspired modern Ozark cuisine at Mockingbird Kitchen in the Evelyn Hills Shopping Center in Fayetteville. Now perfect. Dine on their patio and enjoy delicious, seasonally inspired dishes from signature favorite specials. They're open Wednesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner, or if you prefer to stay in, you can order enjoy at home. Vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free options are available. Make your lunch or dinner at Mockingbird Kitchen, where great food meets great atmosphere. Mockingbird Kitchen, modern Ozark cuisine.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax relief different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, $100,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids, no matter now. 800-551-3241. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. Nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-241. That's 800-551-3241. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
You've probably heard of speed dating, but what if there was something similar for hiring, especially if you're running a growing business? There is Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You can post your job today and talk to interested qualified candidates tomorrow. Simply select a time, and Zip Intro finds and schedules candidates for you. Then you can choose who you'd like to connect with and meet and greet people through back-to-back video calls starting as soon as. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
Cola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay is my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Happy Tuesday, folks. I'm 4029 meteorologist Rick Foley with your Get Ready weather forecast. Turning out the door this morning in northwest Arkansas. Temperatures going to be sitting in those 70s. Overall, going to be a pretty warm start to the morning. Even going to feel a little humid out there as dew points still pretty high as you wake up. As we get into the afternoon, temperatures going to be sitting in those 80s once again, mid-80s across the area. Showers do return this evening into the overnight hours and continue throughout your week. That's your Get Ready weather forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
We have returned here on Ruscin and Zach. Glad you're with us, 877-377-6963. Second attorney texted in here. Damn it, Zach.
Yeah.
When are you not trying to kill Arkansas sports?
What did I do? What did I do this time?
Well, you try and jinx the baseball team.
No, I didn't.
Then you're now you're trying to run Cal out of here.
No.
To the New York Knicks. That's all you're doing.
What I said was here, and you're an attorney. You should know this. Actually, you're an attorney. You probably did miss this.
Hold on. We don't know where he went to school, though. So I mean,
that's also fair.
Yeah. This could have. He could have went. In the American Samoa.
Where did the Vincent LaGuardia Gambini go?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's what was that called?
Queens Night School or whatever it was.
Yeah. Saul Goodman went to American Samoa School.
Okay,
I believe,
I'm sure that the second attorney went to American Samoa. What I said was, and if I'm reading this right, and my eyesight's terrible, but I said you're going to win it this year. No, actually, let me see those. Those are readers, right? No,
yeah.
I need distance. Is there an optician? What is it?
Optometrist?
Yeah, podiatrist in the house.
Optometrist be good for you. Ophthalmologist, I think, does the surgery.
Yeah, I don't want any more.
You don't need. I've
had enough of that.
You're done being cut on.
I did enjoy the drugs, though.
That's probably why they're so popular.
That's how they get you.
For a while, they're pretty good.
No, I mean, like, I didn't
And
have
then your life is ruined.
I didn't have a bad experience.
Right.
They gave me just the right amount.
Right. Everyone has a good experience for a while. And then not so much.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I said that your baseball team was going to win it, and there's a report floating around that, Cal's name was attached to the Knicks shop. I don't know how credible it is. I was allowing myself to dream a little bit.
Second attorney also being critical that you mentioned that Notre Dame will, quote, kick their ass, end quote, at every single time.
They are going to paddle your fanny. Better?
Not really.
Okay.
No,
All right.
No. We're going to have to come up. Abner, send it to me, Derek.Ruskin at hitthatline.com. We're going to have to come up with a song to play every time this one mentions Notre Dame beating Arkansas. Just like, it's only fair. We're going to have the Denver Bill song.
I think that is prudent.
We need a Notre Dame song.
I'm not disagreeing with you in any way, shape, or form.
And we're not going to produce it because we're lazy and we don't care. So, Abner, it's on you, man. All right, get it done.
Like the sound of an angel. Sing it, Kathy.
Sounds like she's caught in a garbage disposal.
You love it.
Sounds like
shut Signetti up,
man.
And anybody seen him lately? Anybody heard from him?
Has that woman ever won a Tony? No, she's not that good.
No, but I am.
Not that good.
I'm going to win a Tony.
Sure you are.
And I got to get that EGOT.
You get the
I got the E. I got the E. I don't have.
How do you get the
Grammy? The Grammy's attainable.
How the hell are you going to win an Oscar?
See, that's the Tony. I think I can do. Like you said,
doing what?
No, like you said, donate $500, get an EP credit.
Oh yeah.
The Oscar's the one that's going to be the problem.
Right. Yeah. How are you going to get an Oscar?
I don't know.
They're going to have to shoot another movie up here, and you're going to have to wander onto a supporting role of some kind.
Yeah.
Or like best key grip or something.
Adult films. Does an AVN count?
AVN not in the
okay, in the EGOT.
All right, EGOT, yes. Kids, ask your parents what an AVN award is. We will not be providing that explanation. Yeah, if Kramer can get a Tony for a Scarsdale surprise, you can get one too. I mean, come on.
I'm in the neighborhood. I'm in the business.
They wanted him to fire Raquel Welch.
Hell, I got an IMDb page that I didn't know about.
Yeah, you're in there. Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I'm going to have to do some digging then.
Shout out Jason Sewell, who created it for me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yes, I do. I did.
When are you going on that show again?
Probably August, I think. We usually do like a football thing.
Oh, yeah.
Sometime, this summer, probably.
Do you think everyone, mainly Ty, is jealous that you still go on TV and do that stuff and nobody asks him anymore?
I doubt it.
Okay.
You don't
think so?
As I tell Jason every single time, I'm like, man, you are risking your career. Everything you fought for to get to this point is now on the line.
Yeah.
And he.
How do we get our show on that app they got over there at KNWA? That 479, whatever it's called. How do we get that?
That's not.
I mean, what else they got going on in the afternoon? Nothing.
That's not.
How do we make that happen?
Yeah, it's not gonna.
How do we get on the very local app on the other station? How do we do that?
At the rate we're going.
Okay. And is there any money involved?
No. At the rate we're going, we're going to wind up out there with the sandwich board guy on Dixon, having to do the show with
the party ends in hell.
Yeah, with a karaoke machine, and that's pretty. And Bill's going to be out there with like a keyboard, playing our bumper music.
Paul Schaefer.
Yeah, that's the way we're headed. Yes.
I'm just trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
Jason Sewell?
Yeah. Yes.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
You're there.
Yeah. No, I'm right there.
All right.
I told you. I didn't know.
I've never. I've known you 30 years. I did not know this existed.
I didn't either. I found out less than a year ago that I had one.
Yeah. Miserable jerk in Missouri. Where now they know about drugs in Missouri.
Oh yeah,
I'll tell you that much here. Drugs are good for a while. Then you realize you work at Dollar General and smoke 80 cigarettes a shift.
Well, that seems aggressive.
Yeah, that's it's very unkind. Miserable. That's why you're a miserable jerk.
Right.
There you go. All right. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're an actor.
I'm not an actor.
Well,
To
be fair, as I'm looking at your IMDb page, there's nothing.
No. There's two episodes.
You can click on your name, and then there's literally no information about you.
I didn't know I had it. I'm supposed to go update it, I guess.
Compiler.
That I'm convinced that is the best insult in a sports or that as a personal attack. That is the best.
This is my generation's your mama joke.
Yes.
Your mama.
Yes.
You know,
somebody in a sales meeting. Well, I sold X compiler.
Yeah,
you're
Yeah, you lean on your compiler. Look at this guy. Look at this freaking guy. Compiler. Yeah, it's awesome. And it works everywhere. And it's been used enough. Here's the key thing. It's been used enough where people are aware of it.
They know what it is.
But it hasn't been overused where people are tired of it.
Yeah.
It's like the Chiefs around 2019. They're good, but they aren't like annoying good yet.
Right.
Now the Chiefs are annoying good. But back then they were like, hey, they're pretty fun to watch. And this Mahomes guy and everything. They're fast. And then they became annoying good. But, compiler is still like on the come up.
Rusty, go take a lap. We're not gonna have that.
What did he say?
Don't read it.
Okay.
Do not read that.
Okay, I won't read it.
It's funny, but go take a lap.
You don't want me to edit that out later?
No, don't do that.
I never use this segment of the podcast.
Good for you.
Unless something good happens, JW calls or something. By the way, do we know if he's alive?
I don't know.
Okay. Didn't mean to bring it down, but I'm just curious.
Boy, that really...
Sorry about that.
Wow, just take a left turn.
Well, I think about these things from time to time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What I think about. All right. Well, anyway, that's where we are. All right, 877-377-6963. We're all on the same phone number now. I don't know why, but we are.
That was really
We're here.
that was a bad business decision.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
See here.
Now, apparently, Lady Gaga was on SNL. She said she's going for the EGOT because she got a Razzie.
Yes, you did get a Razzie. That's right. Yes, you did mention that.
I don't know that I don't know that I do enough to get a Razzie. I don't know, but I've got a plan to get 3.
Gonna get 3.
I don't know how I'm going to get an Oscar.
Get those acting lessons going, man. Get that going on. Gords.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. I didn't hate that movie. It was strange. It was not the greatest movie. A Joker, Folle Duo or whatever it was. It was strange. But it's not the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not Phenomenon.
You're too close to it.
It's not The Bonfire of the Vanities.
You're too close to it.
No, I'm not close to it. I have no fondness for anybody involved. I just
you're way too close. You built it up. You were excited about it, and now you're just afraid to admit that it was terrible.
It's bad. It's not as bad as everyone says it. It's not
a Razzie.
It's not Ishtar. We'll be back.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD. It's the time of year all about stepping up to the plate and making every play count. And when your vehicle takes a hit, you need a repair team that knows how to rally. Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body has been family owned and operated for over 40 years and is proud to be iCar Gold Class certified, putting them in the elite 15% of collision repair shops nationwide. For expert repairs that get you back in the lineup, call Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body at 479-751-3801 or visit CourtneyHollingsworth.com.
Do you have old jewelry that you never wear that's just gathering dust? Here at Swift's Jewelry, one of our favorite things to do is to repurpose your heirloom jewelry into something that fits your current style. Bring in your old jewelry and fresh ideas and let our expert jewelers breathe new life into a dazzling new creation that you'll be proud to wear. There's something extra special about a stunning piece of jewelry that tells a beautiful, sentimental story about the past. Come share your dreams with us at Swift's Jewelry in beautiful downtown Fayetteville, your personal jeweler since 1956.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. It's time to step up to the plate and get a big league haircut at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Whether you're gearing up for the game or just need a fresh cut, our all-star stylist will have you looking like a champ. Kick back in our big comfy chairs, catch the game on our ATVs, and enjoy a cold beer or root beer while we handle the rest. Book online at fantasysportscuts.com or call us at 935-3116. Walk-ins are always welcome, but if you're on a tight schedule, we recommend booking ahead. Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every haircut is a home run. located at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it, like that. Ask your phone, group chat, smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time, no waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Do you need a professional website for your business? Don't pay thousands of dollars up front for a site that takes months to build. Modular Orange brings you the easy and affordable way to get a custom website in just a few weeks. They write it, build it, launch it, host it, secure it, and keep it up to date for only $95 a month with no upfront cost. There's a reason service-based businesses across Arkansas trust Modular Orange. Go to modularorange.com and find out how they can help. That's modularorange.com.
Listen to every Razorback football game this season right here on ESPN 99.5 and hitthatline.com. KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. Arkansas football begins in 88 days. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
Ew. Hey, way to go. Hey. All right, we were talking a minute ago here. Funny, Greg making jokes here on the text line that we can't read on the air. Always fun. That happens. They make me laugh. Hey,
Okay.
you know what? This is the texters entertaining us. I appreciate that. You know?
I do.
I do like
on
that.
a day like today. Yes.
You know, we're over here busting our buns, dragging Walton Lanier up to court every day for 48 minutes. You know? Entertain
night.
us every night. We were talking during the break. My cousin had a baby today. And he is born at 10:31 this morning.
Hey, congratulations.
And,
name? First name.
I don't know if I'm supposed.
All right,
I probably said too much
Okay,
already
all right.
because they haven't made the social media
Gotcha.
posts.
Yeah.
You
No,
know
you're
the
right.
rules of this. It's
You're right,
embargoed.
yeah.
Anyway, my cousin has a baby today, and we were talking in the break. Like, what am I? Am I an uncle? Am I a great uncle?
You're a great uncle.
God, I'm old.
No.
serious?
It's a title. It's like being the Duchess of Winchester.
Oh, okay.
It's you have no official duties.
Okay.
You have nothing to do with the child. You just get something happens, you get a title. It's like working in radio. We're not going to pay you. Here's a title.
Yes. Executive.
Yeah, executive. Yeah.
You got to send your cousin an email and say congratulations. That's your duty.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you got to do. Is you got to say, congratulations.
Text her.
Yeah, do that and you're off the hook.
Okay, I'll do that. All right. Take care of that. Well, yeah.
So congratulations.
So, how about that?
Now, any titles that include uncle, you're actually on the hook.
Okay, all right.
You don't have to do anything for this one.
Okay, all right.
Let me rephrase that. It's not that you don't have to. It's your choice if you want to engage.
All right.
You have nothing to do with this one. Now, anything where you're just an uncle, yeah, you're kind of on the hook.
By the way, I will tell you, mom and baby are doing great.
Excellent.
That's
You're
what I
obligated to share that
But
information.
anything else, I think it's embargoed, and I'm not allowed to say it. I probably said too much already, but that's usual around here.
Now, I'm not going to get in trouble for saying this. Are you? Okay, you are, but
They'll call
not me.
They'll call you.
No. The person who's going to be most pissed off about this is your wife.
No.
And if she calls me about something you've said, we're going to have an issue. Because I feel like that's a line. Like I don't have any jurisdiction there.
No, you really don't.
Okay.
Abner wanted to know if you have a SAG card.
Yeah. Doesn't everybody?
Ryan at Prairie Grove. Damn, Bill. An email? Why not page her?
Another outdated reference by Bill.
Get him the hell out of here.
Is that the least? Is that the most of? What am I trying to say here?
Obscure?
No. In terms of like messaging people, like the least formal would be the text. Hey, what's going on? The most formal would be an email.
Email, yeah. But why don't you just pen her a letter?
An email to her work account.
Hang on.
What I mean?
We've got Tina from Mina.
I love that name.
I love that name. I love that name. If your cousin had a baby, you were a second cousin.
Okay, all right.
So you're not even an uncle. You've already been demoted.
Yeah, I've already lost a job already here. Oh, that's something.
Huh.
But my wife's sister has kids. I'm an uncle.
Yes,
Right,
you're an
okay,
uncle
I'm
there.
an uncle. Okay. all right.
BE wants to know, Bill, do you have access to a fax machine? Maybe you can send it that way.
How did I all of a sudden get so old?
Well, Ryan suggesting Wells Fargo and the Pony Express.
Oh, man, the Wells Fargo wagon is rolling down.
Now,
Okay.
Kent's pointing out that due to some of our border restrictions, you can date.
No.
Dan from Rogers
That's wrong,
says
y'all.
Bill sends dispatches via his fastest horse and rider.
Oneth by land and twoeth by sea.
The smoke signals are flying.
That's right. Down here, sending smoke signals.
Bob and Branson says pen her a letter and send it via homing pigeon.
I could send her a telegram to do that.
You could. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but you can actually still send a Western Union telegram.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
I thought they got out of that.
No. You can still do it. I think they just send an email.
Oh, well,
I don't think it's an actual piece of paper any longer, but like electronic message, which makes no sense.
okay. All right. Could pick up the phone. That you notice that hasn't come up yet. No one has said I would call him.
No. BE does have a pager that you can borrow if you'd like to send her a page. Remember when we got the digital pages and you could get the messages? Boy,
I never had one of those.
God.
I had the there was a when I worked at the cable TV station in Searcy, the guy in charge had a pager. If something was wrong.
Oh, he's a drug dealer.
And 1 week I had to watch the pager because he went out of town in the summer, and I was so nervous.
You got to
about
watch the pager?
I had to have the pager all week to make sure nothing blew up.
Would you consider sending a candygram?
Candygram
for Mongo?
Yeah, I could do that. Candygram for Bongo.
Bill, that's 2 hours, 2 very outdated references.
Well, I got 2 to go then.
Yeah, very impersonal too. Like the email.
Yeah.
The email suggests, "Hey, could you get me these files by the end of the week?" Not, "Hey, congratulations on your child."
Hang on. You and your sister, when you meet, you shake hands.
Well, we hugged it.
Did you really? Oh, what a breakthrough!
Hugged it out. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Your sister's a delight.
Yeah. Oh, they were having a good time. They had a reception. So they had the reception in the same room as the wedding. We just moved all the tables, and left some area, and they start playing the music. People are dancing. It was hilarious. It was a great time. It was a lot of fun.
What if you call your cousin and go and give him, Bob, we ought to maybe eat something.
You go. That's Bob. He had a baby.
It's a boy.
It's a boy. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Wow.
I've said too much.
You have.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Have you seen? They're coming after me.
Yeah, great question from BE. Did your sister bury a bottle of whiskey they couldn't find?
No, they didn't do that.
Okay.
No, no.
Gee, I wonder why.
I asked about that.
Even
They
your
were like,
sister
no.
thought it was a dumb idea. No offense.
Hey, I didn't.
Because we were all lined up there on the balcony. I'm like,
And I found it, didn't I? You always leave out the happy ending of the story. Is that I found it?
Well, generally, when you tell the story, you always leave out the happy ending.
But is that when you had your pants or not?
No, I didn't have my.
This is
and I did not have my pants. And
I
did
only
not
know half the story, but I know that part.
And I did not know they were missing yet when I found the bourbon. Yeah, that was when it became time to take pictures, and people were getting dressed, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have pants in here. What's up with that? I wonder what I would have done if the pants weren't in my closet at home. Like, what was the second choice here? What was I going to do?
Do you really want to know what was being discussed?
what was being discussed?
Well,
Give me behind the scenes.
Well, okay. So the way this went down was your mom, God bless her, she saved me because my shirt fell in the bottom of the bag and got all wrinkled, and apparently they had a steam iron in the other one.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So I went over there, and your mom was so nice. She did she did the shirt for me, and I was telling her that you lost your pants. Now I'm not going to say what your mom said because it was your wedding day, and I don't, it wasn't kind.
Good.
But
happy to hear that.
So when I got back, you hadn't found your pants yet, but the discussion was going on about who wears what size and who is absolutely necessary in this conga line that's going down. I was ready to opt out. I'm like, I think, mine had the elastic things in it.
Yeah.
I was willing to open them up as wide as, open up the pants as wide as I could and hand them to you and go, hey, I got you. Good luck.
Yeah.
But that got shut down pretty quick.
Well, I found them, so it wasn't. It didn't come to option 2.
Yeah,
but,
somebody was going to be in their sans pants.
It might have been me.
No. You were going to have pants, and apparently I was going to be guaranteed pants.
Okay.
Now the rest of the line, we're not sure.
Can you imagine if I showed up in the TV sportscaster look, suit on top, basketball shorts on the bottom?
Well, the tablecloths were discussed at some point where you're going to have, like a toga.
Like a kilt.
Abner wants to know, are the baby shower invitations, are those done in stone tablets?
Get 2 tin cans and on a string. And stuff like that.
JB points out, and this did come up, option 2 was different groom.
That's an old Jerry Seinfeld joke.
But that did come up. Somebody's like, is anybody not married? They'll just stand in, say you're him. Boom, boom.
We'll Photoshop. We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
It's 10,000 degrees outside.
It was. That's right.
They all had fans and umbrellas, and
they had parasols. I don't think they had umbrellas.
Well, the little things you put in a cocktail drink.
Yeah, that's right.
What are they called?
Parasols.
I don't know what that is.
It's a fancy umbrella that a lady carries on the street.
There was a moment of
in
panic.
the 1890s.
I'm just telling you, there was a moment of panic where we were trying to figure out if somebody was going to have to give up their pants. Things I thought I would never discuss.
The old groom swap out. That's the old Jerry Seinfeld joke. You never. All the guys are the same. That's why she doesn't. The guy doesn't say, "Do you take Bob Thompson?" It's, "Do you take this man?"
Right. Right. Look, audio is easily edited.
Right. Yeah. Right. Okay. I also remember that.
Almost got in a fight there too.
You did?
Yeah.
Who'd you fight with?
Well, I've told you this. When you guys we did the whole thing, and like we walked out, and I had to walk back in to get Mackenzie.
Yeah.
And I wound up standing in that little like enclave where kind of everybody was standing in the back.
It's a security guy?
No. He was great. He actually offered to help me. But we were standing back there, and there was like 11, 12-year-old kid standing next to me, and he looks at Mackenzie and he goes, "I know her." I'm like, "No, you don't."
That's right. Yeah,
like, "No, you don't."
You told me that.
No, I know her. No, you don't.
Not. That's right. I do remember that story.
Yeah. There was a lot of things that went on that day.
BE wants Bill to ask me what a ramekin is.
Okay, so what's a ramekin?
A ramekin is that little thing that sauce comes in when you eat. When you ask for something, they bring it in that little cup. That's called a ramekin.
Why do you know that?
Because I learned that in the time I've been in this relationship. I didn't know that. And then I opened the drawer one day.
Nobody knows that.
Nobody knows that.
There's 8 silver ones in the drawer, and I'm like, what is it? Oh, they're ramekins.
Huh.
It was presented to me like everybody knew what that was. I never heard that word until like 2 years ago. I didn't know.
Nobody knows what that word is.
Here we are. All right. Let's see here. I can't read any of that. All right. Thank you. Something about the government. I don't know.
Yeah. We want to stay away from the government.
Singing telegram. We get a barbershop quartet. Go down there.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Something like that. I don't know. You say congratulations?
For having a baby?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
What are you going to say? Yes, you say congratulations. Well done. High five the dad. Good job.
All right.
How'd this happen?
Handing out cigars.
Right.
They still doing that?
Yes. All right. But don't be cheap.
Yeah, get the real.
Like the Swisher Sweets.
No,
Come on. No.
What are they called?
And for you rednecks that are handing out the bubblegum cigars, keep it.
What are they called? Like not Monte Cristos.
A Mac or less.
What are the things you have? What are those?
I'm a Macanudo guy, but like Macanudo is the baseline. Anything north of Macanudo.
Yeah, but there's another one that it's it's not Monte Cristo, but it's like that.
Monte Cristo's a sandwich.
I know it's a sandwich with jelly and hot dogs on it or whatever.
It's not hot dogs.
What do you mean it's not hot dogs? Thought it was.
I'm being told that ramekins,
Yeah.
not Anakins, but ramekins are common knowledge.
Okay. Well, then I lived a sheltered life.
Now, Abner pointing out that a new baby is a my condolences situation. Yeah, your life's over.
No, it's great. Good time. He's never going to sleep again. Other than that,
or have money again.
That's right.
Or have a say in anything you do again.
Okay. Well, you know, it's
you
what
like
it is.
Well, you like going to your favorite restaurant? Cancel that. You're gonna have to go to a place that has chicken nuggets.
I do also want to put in, and maybe your administration can when you are elected.
Yes.
I don't think anybody under the age of 6 should ever get on an airplane.
Oh, you want that in? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think, because the kid doesn't want to be there.
Right.
And so the kid's screaming. Nobody on the plane wants a kid there because the kid's screaming. Like, let's cut this off and say, all right, you have to be a minimum. You have to be this tall to ride the ride. Okay? Why is
now that might be a little difficult, but here, let me offer you a compromise because I am a politician. In that situation, when a child boards a plane, I believe in the village raises the baby.
Okay, all right.
Now, you put it on a C-130. I got you.
I just like we'll cobble together like these amusement park rides in 5 minutes out here, and we've got regulations.
Oh yeah,
you have to be this tall.
Steel trap of death. Sure,
but we don't have regulations on the planes. You have to be this tall to get on the plane.
Yeah,
doesn't make sense to me.
None of that
doesn't make sense to me. All right, 15 minutes after the hour here, Ruscin and Zach coming to you over ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app. Tara Limbird and the Limbird team. You want to know the true value of your property for free and in less than 30 seconds? The Limbird team has the answer. You go to limbirdteam.com and it says sell a home. Then you enter your home address. The results might surprise you. You may be sitting on a gold mine without even realizing it. Limbirdteam.com. Click on sell a home and put your address in there, and there you go. Tara Limbird and the Limbird team. Now, a couple ways to go here. You can get the cash offer in 72 hours or use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home maybe for thousands over asking prices. The agent I would trust if I was selling my home, it's the agent with over 1,000 five-star reviews. Tara Limbird and the Limbird team. Again, limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD. Limbirdteam.com, or check out the over 1,000 five-star reviews. Just type in Limbird Real Estate Group.
We did learn yesterday. You just chloroform the kid.
Right.
That's how they did it in the 90s. I don't think they're doing that anymore, though.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
I don't know. Somebody else.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Don't take less when you can have it all with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Luxe Cravings boxes. There's the $5 Classic box full of craveable faves. The $7 Supreme box for your swankier side. And the $9 Cantina Luxe box has a whole world of tasty indulgences, including the slow-roasted Cantina Chicken Burrito. Get Luxe for less with the $5, $7, and $9 Luxe Cravings boxes at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
East Coast summers living on the run. Now the beachfront nights, 5,000 thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to Maine. Now the seaside.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Roback.com.
Roback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Roback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing and we're into the NBA and NHL playoffs, and BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NBA, NHL, and UFC, BetOnline remains the best online source for all your sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Bet online. The game starts here.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas.
/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-551-3241. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-551-3241. That's 800-551-3241. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Thomas Rhett, Veteran Boots Tour 2025. What's the money? June 5th, Walmart Amp in Northwest Arkansas. International country music superstar Thomas Rhett. Don't miss the tour of the summer. With Tucker Wetmore.
I'm gonna wind up missing you.
And the Castellos. On sale now at amptickets.com. Thomas Rhett's new album, About a Woman, out now. ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. We don't read the headlines. We make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair because there was nowhere to sit. Get the Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. We will be there on Friday putting asses in Good Chair.
Right.
2 to 6 on Friday. Do you want to bring the Plinko board?
Maybe.
We should. We'll just
put it in your car.
Yeah. My car.
No. In your car.
Stop by, tell Robert Errol Mann that Joe Bonamassa sucks and you want to be seated in the Good Chair.
Those bases loaded hats. Get some of those. One thing missing in here we don't have.
The bases loaded hat?
Yeah.
Well,
right.
It just so happens on Friday we can probably work that out.
We'll get that going. Yeah, that's right.
Let's see here.
My nephew's 3, almost 4. He calls them. He says they're wearing those hats with hot chocolate on their heads again because he doesn't know. You know
how very family friendly of you.
That's
nice?
right. That's right, buddy. That's hot chocolate on their head.
Now, does he say that with the cigarette hanging out of his mouth?
Right.
Our Razorback baseball team has their opponent for the Supers. It's a familiar one, defending national champion Tennessee. They'll make their way to Fayetteville this weekend with a trip to Omaha on the line. Game 1, Saturday, 4 p.m., weather pending. Darby says 30% chance of rain each day. Game 2 will be Sunday at 2 p.m. Monday.
That's a 70% chance it won't rain, Randy.
No, it's 30% chance it will rain. Monday's game is TBD, if necessary. You're Ruscin and Zach X polls, and really, I didn't feel like doing this today. How you feeling about
Tuesday then?
Yeah. How you feeling about fall baseball coming in this weekend? 50.9% of you say you're a little worried. Okay. When do you drive most safely? Person in the passenger seat or food in the passenger seat? 74.4% of you said when there's food in there. Those are your Ruscin and Zach X polls.
Yes, Bill. You had a thought?
No, I was just going to say as far as the weather goes, it's going to be hit or miss, but when it hits, it's going to be bad. I mean, it's going to be not bad, but soaky. If soaky's a word.
Soaky a word, Zach?
In weather terms?
You putting that on the Scrabble board of life?
Silky?
Soaky.
No, soaky.
SOAKY.
Soaky is not a word.
But everybody knows what I'm talking about. If you're in one of the bands, you're going to get it. Yeah, you're going to get it.
We're going to rain. What the problem is with the NCAA and their stupid rules, it could be, and this happened once, it was pouring here, and they went in a delay down there. And Phil and Bubba were like, why? It's not raining. And I wanted to text them, but I didn't. But I'm like, hey, I'm at the radio station, and it's a frog strangler up here right now.
A frog strangler.
That's correct, yes.
Okay.
Right.
Your dad has texted.
Yeah, what does he want?
He took some shots at his parenting skills, and he says, seems funny. Derek is against small children and restaurants. When he was the small child, we had to go get Happy Meals in order for us to enjoy 12 minutes of dining at a fine establishment.
Right, 12 minutes. That's about right. You're on the clock.
So you were a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But they had a great knack for giving me life advice I needed after I already needed it.
Okay.
It was uncanny. Like, hey, chew gum on the plane. It'll help with your ears. Didn't learn that till after the episode on the plane. I have a car wreck in the rain when I was like 17 years old. and they're like, "Oh yeah, when it's raining and there's gravel on the road, you could spin out."
Yeah.
Like, what do you do when that happens? I don't know. Figure it out.
Was your dad in the car coming back from Sweet Cheeks or something?
No. He was at my sister's. So I was. They were all at a basketball game. My sister was playing a basketball game. I stayed home.
No, I'm talking about now.
Oh, right now?
He's got a lot of time on his hands. We haven't heard from him in weeks, and all of a sudden,
well, he got back from the. It was a big day around the house. The AC guy was supposed to come today, but he couldn't, so he's coming on Friday. That's the big excitement there at the.
I see.
At the house.
Okay.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, what was I talking about?
I don't know.
Who cares? It's irrelevant now. But yeah, they never tell you, like, hey, when you're spinning, here's what not to do: slam on the brakes. All right, good, thank you, good tip.
Now, your parents never chloroformed you.
No, I don't think so. They just spanked me, but I mean, they didn't chloroform.
With what?
Belt.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Dad leather. Mom had a cloth belt on top of the fridge.
Ouch.
Yeah. Gray cloth belt. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Was it so necessary that they had to keep these things within arm's reach?
I was a terrible child. Terrible.
Did Mom snap you like you were in the locker room?
Yeah, she towel pop you?
With the belt?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Really?
I don't. I think I got more whippings with the cloth belt than Dad with the leather belt.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I think so.
Mom obviously, it was an accumulation foul with her.
Right, but I'm around Mom more. Dad's working. Dad's going to basketball games, 3 nights a week.
Miserable jerks, right? The AC guy has more important clients than your dad. He's got all the money. Although he was griping about money earlier.
He was.
He was looking for a freeway onto the blessings.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, he wants to get out there.
Sorry, but my contact is in Los Angeles now.
He can get you on Riviera, but not at the blessings.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Anyway, he wasn't enough of a steamroller.
Okay.
You talk about a steamroller parent. He didn't steamroll enough. He didn't steamroll at all.
I got you. He was a parking meter parent.
That's right. Yeah.
He sat there
and my sister was her favorite anyway.
Oh boy, here we go.
She could play sports.
Here we go.
Do all that stuff, and I couldn't do anything. Make fake radio stations. That was the family shame. That's what it was. Still am probably.
Yeah. Please make that present tense. So your sister was the favorite.
Yeah, because you could tell people about her achievements. Oh, well, she did this in softball, or she made this in basketball, or whatever. You can't tell anybody about my achievements because there weren't any. Derek built a fake radio station in his room. Oh, that's nice. They're calling on the phone. Hey, yeah, we've got a problem over here.
Huh. Okay.
That's what happened.
Wow. But they kept your baby teeth.
They did do that. Weird. As a small token of weird. Trying to pretend like they cared. Yes,
right.
That's right.
Okay.
Great.
SmackDown wants to know, didn't you get ref of the year in backyard football?
No, I lost that too.
Oh, wow. Did you guys have...
Yeah, you can't tell your friends, well, our son referees fake football games in his yard. Like, you can't tell your friends that. But you can tell your friends, well, our daughter made the varsity basketball team or whatever.
I'm going to ask this question. I'm probably going to regret doing this. Yes or no? Did the backyard football have replay? And was the grill the hood?
No, we didn't. No, we didn't do that. No.
Okay, thank
God.
God.
We have replay back then.
Okay. Wait, replay was in the NFL in '86.
Look, man, we and it went out in like '93.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Look, man, we got the call right the first time. We didn't need a replay. All right, we were better officials back then than these clowns today. Let it play out and let the video figure it out.
Yeah,
no, that's weak.
Okay,
make a call. It's either inbounds or not. All right, it's a 3 or a 2. Get it. Do something.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
These guys today, they're soft.
Wow.
Soft, I tell you. All right. Thank you.
Oh, man.
I'm glad I can amuse you.
Every time I hear, tales from your childhood, it makes so much sense now.
Oh.
It really
you end up here?
It
yeah,
really
right.
makes it just.
That's right.
JT says you refereed imaginary football games.
BE used to pretend he was driving, and now look at him. He drives for a living.
Gary and Greenwood.
Dreams come true.
Happy Meals and Chloroform. Sounds like a 60 Minutes episode. No, this is more Dateline.
Now, to be fair to the defunct Northwest Airlines, we don't know if that was chloroform on the paper towel.
No, I think we're pretty sure. Like when I got roofied, I mean, you can convict a case on circumstantial evidence.
You were pretty sure yesterday.
Yeah. I think based on the evidence,
a very convincing
yeah,
case.
I think we're all in agreement. Like if I had a jury of our peers, I could get a conviction.
I don't know what else it could have been.
Chloroform. It's what it does.
Okay. Well, they tried, and maybe they succeeded. I don't remember much after that. I think I screamed so much I blacked out. You know what I mean? You ever have one of those tantrums?
No.
Oh, okay. That's me.
No.
I'm alone on.
No, I didn't.
Good. Alone on Cool Island on that one too. Great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's population U, bro.
Thank you.
Huh.
Yeah. Bob and Branson is surprised and thankful Derek does keep telling family stories from the past. Well, you know.
I feel
I
like
live to entertain you people. What can I say?
If we got you and Ty and just let me start digging into your childhood, we could uncover some stuff.
Sounds like a great way to do August around here.
Doesn't it, though?
Going on, right?
It really, really, really does.
Great.
Arturo saying it was probably ether. It acts quicker.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe it was. Maybe they tried to ether me.
Unfortunately,
but you were making a ruckus on an airplane.
I was.
On a Northwest flight.
Right. And this was the days before sky marshals and all that stuff.
Right.
So, there were no rules.
No, this is the village raising the idiot. Yeah, I mean, we policed our own.
They had one X-ray machine from like 1950 at the airport. They didn't have any of this TSA stuff. They didn't have anything. You could go up to the gate without a ticket and just be like, "Hey, I'm here to pick up."
The only place you couldn't go was the jetway.
That's right. Yeah,
you can go anywhere you want. You could be in the lounge with the pilot. Well, he's knocking a few back. You're buying the pilot drinks. It's a different time. It's a better time, a nostalgic time. You'd smoke on the airplane, and all they would do is the stewardess would come along and like close the curtain, like that was going to keep it out.
The curtain, yeah. That curtain was going to save our lungs.
Because you got a visit from the Ether Bunny.
Yeah, see, that's right. That may have been what it was. I don't know. Google this.
There was nothing like watching Grandma light up. She used to. What are they? The Virginia Slims, the really long, thin ones.
Yeah, there's a name for those.
Yeah,
but I can't say.
I can't remember what it is. Yeah, no. But yeah, Grandma liked those.
Yeah. According to AI, airlines did not use ether to control passengers.
Oh, good. Okay, that's good to know. So it was an inside job.
Ether's primary use was in surgery and medical procedures.
I can only imagine what the news that night was like. Private citizen takes law into his own hands.
Oh, man.
Yeah, tomorrow, Gary, I'll put up ether or chloroform.
That's right. Yes, our lines are open. Yes. That's right.
Have you ever asked your parents if they were packing that day?
Packing?
Packing the ether.
No, they didn't have. No, the flight attendant brought.
No, he said this came from the back.
Yeah,
This came from somebody in the back with a paper towel.
Someone was trying to help, and they would go like this, and I'm like, I go back, and I jerk my head back and scream louder. I'm like, you putting that over my face? You nut? What are you talking about? Yeah, it was something.
Oh my God.
But you know what this is doing? Peel back the curtain here for a second. We're killing time here.
Oh yeah. Oh no, no doubt.
And we're not killing it with some idiotic media feud that no one gives a rat's ass about. You know what I mean?
What media feud did I miss?
Well, you got Giannotti going after Karl Anthony Towns now in New York, and people try and pick fights with us all the time because they need to elevate themselves. All this sort of stuff. And this is a better way to kill time in the summer. Me talking about if I was chloroformed or ethered on an airplane as a child, circa 1989.
You said 90 yesterday. You need
89, 90, somewhere in there. I don't remember.
Story straight.
I don't remember.
If we're going to prosecute this, I need to know what year it happened.
I don't remember. Pretty sure it was a flight to Dallas, though.
Okay.
Also, on a flight to Delaware once, my mom dropped my sister on the plane. So that happened.
Why were you going to Delaware?
We were going there. My grandma was
Nobody flies to Delaware.
My grandma was going through cancer treatments out there in the area, and we were staying with family in Delaware. I think we flew into Philadelphia. It was the middle of the night. I have no idea. But we ended up in Delaware, and went out there. And my mom got my sister got dropped off. My sister was like a baby, so this is like 86. Grandma died in 87, so it'd been 86. And my mom dropped my sister on the plane.
Kids were getting dropped all the time. It's no big deal. We were tougher then.
No.
Hell,
how did she get dropped and get better? And I bang my head on the ground and I get worse. How did that happen?
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
What?
I don't know. You're just talking about the late 80s. The answer should be Bon Jovi.
Bill, have you suffered a blow to the head today?
No.
Bill, are you okay? Look, if you're having a stroke, I need to know.
No, I just he's trying to come up with an excuse, and I'm trying to give him one.
Bon Jovi? He slammed his head into the concrete.
Right. But we were tougher then.
Bill, I need you to take your arm. I need you. Yeah,
I'm doing it.
Make a fist. Get the blood pumping. We're gonna be okay.
Life's good.
I thought I missed something.
No.
I'm happy I did.
The answer to your question is that your sister was born in the right generation.
Oh, okay, all right.
She's one of us. So that's what happened. You're not. What year was she born?
86.
Your sister was born in 86?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I thought she was older.
Nope. I'm older.
Wait a minute. She terrorized you when she was younger than you?
That's right, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Who's calling you?
This is the Naturals.
Oh. They need you tonight?
No.
Well, you're unavailable. You got that gig.
Yeah, I got a thing tonight.
Zach's speaking at a catered affair tonight.
I am.
So very excited.
I am. I'm now dangerous for me.
Well, yeah, because everybody in the audience is going to be armed. So yeah,
officers of the law tonight. So we'll see how a lot of jokes I went through that I can't do.
Yeah, you're going to be looking there. You're going to get up there looking through the papers, and be like, nope,
can't do that.
Nope, not that one.
I even told him, I'm like, look, I'm just going to do it straight. Nobody's ever gotten upset for doing it straight.
I guess so. I mean, I'd be upset, but what do I know about it? Yeah, not a lot of jokes to be made. In front of the Fraternal Order Police.
No, I don't want to do that.
All right. 22 minutes till 4 o'clock. Ruscin and Zach will continue.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth.
And we're at the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Hey, where's Matt?
Beer hats here. Come get your face loaded of beer hats here.
Matt, what are you doing?
Well, with how well the baseball team's doing, I thought I'd make sure that the fans know where they can get those famous yellow hats.
Not only do we have the beer hats, but we also have the team hats and jerseys to match.
So I guess you could say when it comes to Razorback baseball, we have all the bases covered.
You really hit it out of the park with that one.
Yeah, a real grand slam of a pun.
Definitely not a strikeout.
Anyway, Hog fans, if you're looking for something with a hog on it, come by the Stadium Shop on Razorback at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville.
That's right. Or you can go to their websites,
Dad, I think what you mean to say is our website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
And whether it's a shirt, pool table, or anything in between, come by the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
The Stadium Shop is the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store in the country.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
Hey, man, after this round, let's hit up BV65, that new barbecue spot in Bella Vista.
I thought that was a members-only place.
No, it's just like golf. All 4 Bella Vista POA restaurants are open to the public. You can check out BV65, Lake Point, BV Bar and Grill, and Highlands Pub and Patio.
Well, let's go. I'm starving.
Bella Vista POA, 4 great restaurants open to everyone with no membership required. Visit BellaVistaPOA.com/things-to-do/dining for details.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
At Arvest Bank, we believe small businesses are the backbone of our communities. That's why we help businesses of all kinds find their strength. Whether you're just getting your business off the ground, planning for future growth, or managing the day-to-day, we want to help you thrive. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
At QC Kinetics, we're all about keeping you in the game, helping you get lasting relief from joint pain. That's why we're excited to announce that QC Kinetics is now partnering with the National Pickleball League. So many of our satisfied patients are avid pickleball players, and they're thrilled with how we've helped them get back on the court. As lead sponsor of the National Pickleball League, we're committed to help pickleball fans of all ages with the latest, most advanced regenerative cell treatments. These treatments use your body's own healing power, revitalizing and restoring damaged joint tissue the natural way, with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. Whether you're a pickleball fanatic or enjoy golf or running or tennis, stay in the game with help from QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics, proud to promote active, pain-free living as a lead sponsor of the National Pickleball League. Call now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Craftsman Days are here at Lowe's with big savings on the tools you need. Right now, get a free select tool when you buy the Craftsman V20 2-pack battery kit. Whether it's the backyard, the bathroom, or beyond, Craftsman has the tools to help you power through and get the project done right. Because DIYing is unpredictable, but your tools shouldn't be. Shop Craftsman at Lowe's today. Valid through 6/18 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
The Crane Team is your home for all your automotive needs, with 6 different dealerships in Northwest Arkansas and America's favorite brands. The Crane Team has the perfect vehicle for you, from pickup and delivery to service after the sale. Plus our famous, huge Crane Cash discounts, the Crane Team simply can't be beat. Shop Arkansas's largest selection of Buick, GMC, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and more. Visit us today or shop online at craneteam.com.
Hello, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist RB Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. We are going to be watching for some showers and storms to make their way into the area as we go throughout the evening and overnight hours. Some of these could have some intense winds. We'll have to keep an eye on them. Once we get into tomorrow morning, there's going to be a little bit less activity across the area, waking up temperatures in the mid-60s. But throughout the day on Wednesday, there'll be a chance for hitting this shower or storm. Highs in the mid-70s, low risk of severe weather. And there will be another chance for a spotty shower or storm on Thursday with highs Thursday in the low 80s. That's your Get Ready Weather, only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. It's Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
A lot going on here. Bill, what are the words?
Pencil, snake, and
we're already out.
Yeah, we're already in trouble. All right.
All right.
The Ruskin and Zach show has been streamed in 159 countries, 50 states, 2 territories, 1 chain of unincorporated islands. Yesterday, we were streamed in Dead Man Island, Washington. You want to stream it too? HitThatLine.com. You got one of them Google Play, Alexa things. Say, hey, play ESPN Northwest Arkansas. We'll send Bill over with an ambulance and a defibrillator.
We gave Bill the cognitive test words, apple, table, penny during the break, and he just repeated them incorrectly. So, yes, clearly. I thought I had missed something there. I was like, great, it's another one of those jokes I missed. But everyone missed it.
No.
So,
no. What it was is, the gremlins have set in over there, and he's saying things. And
this show is so boring that you're just going to say words.
He just
that's what
drifted off.
You and I are so boring. That's what happened.
Wow.
Here we are. We thought we were the fun show. We thought we were the boring show.
All I heard was 1987. That's
but unlimited information. You blurted out Bon Jovi. Let's explore that for a second.
Okay,
so on the information, if I said 1984,
Carl Lewis.
Okay, but there's no context.
No, but he won the.
He was talking about.
Do you have Tourette's?
No.
There's a version where you don't swear.
There's an argument to be made there, but. No, I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
But he was talking about his sister being dropped in 1986.
That's right, on an airplane.
And then he said, to recap the conversation, Grandma died in 1987.
Correct.
And you blurted out Bon Jovi.
That's what 1987
I mean,
man,
that was a journey right there.
I was just like
I don't say words. Flam, hullabaloo, slap shot. I mean, what is this?
Here's the thing. I'm not wrong.
Well,
in what galaxy is that not wrong?
Well,
it had nothing to do with anything.
It wasn't even said in here. The same zip code. Like, if we were talking about bands from the 70s and you said Bon Jovi, all right, okay, cool.
But they aren't the 70s, are they?
No, but, at least we're having the same conversation.
We're at least on music.
So his last words were Grandma died in 1987. Bon Jovi.
That's just what came to
my
my
last
mind.
words were, why is it that she got dropped and got better, and I banged my head on the carport, and I got worse? And then he goes, Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
What does Bon Jovi have to do with it? He wasn't there.
Maybe he was. I don't know.
I was very confused. But I'm glad I'm not the only one this time.
I'm sorry.
God.
It made sense when it came to my mind.
Yes, it made sense to you.
Right.
That's what happened.
Wow.
Wow.
We've got our corn fact of the day.
Yes.
Let's see here. Iowa man's texted, corn is grown on every continent except Antarctica. This is a testament to its adaptability and global importance. Beat that, rice man.
Well, great. We're going to have the crops battling all summer. Corn versus rice. Can't wait for that. It'll kill time. It's a media feud without being a media feud.
Ross and parents calling for a drug test.
No, we don't do that at this company, Ross.
I mean, are we testing
There'd
drugs?
be no employees to do that.
Yeah, in this industry, you simply can't.
You mean Zach got his back worked on? You think he could give you a clean urine right now? There's absolutely no chance of that. No way.
Nope.
What?
Huh.
And it's been well documented how much cocaine I do before we get on the air at 2:00. So I mean, yeah, you're.
I meant to talk to you about that. Your supplier's been feeding you vitamin B.
Oh no! What?
Yeah.
It turns out it was powdered sugar all the time.
Ryan points out Ryan's back, by the way. He's been on a hiatus.
Where's he been?
I think he actually had to work.
Oh, that stinks. I hate
Bill,
when you have to
Tommy's
work.
going to give you a stern collect call after this performance today.
Sure.
A stern collect call. Bob, we had a baby eats a boy.
Jim in Fayetteville. Sounds like the honeymoon is over, Denver, Bob.
It's like when Pittman lost his first game. Oh, well, he's not going to go undefeated. Dang it. Who are we going to get?
Wow.
Oh, what does this say here? Oh, Josefa is texting in here. A gentleman came by his food truck the other day, had an Iowa shirt on. I asked him which state has the best corn, and he told me he was just a tourist in Iowa, and that's why he has that shirt. We talked about 20 or 30 minutes about Arkansas and fantasy football. I didn't realize until later that this guy's been on my fantasy football team for the last 5 years. It's a good one, Josefa.
Are we all just growing old together? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Huh.
Skeeter wanting the Evan Canty and Michelle show to play clips from us.
No, not a good idea.
We don't need that kind of heat around here.
Yeah, listen, we like to fly under the
That's
radar.
right. Yeah. We prefer there be no clips.
Yes,
anywhere.
We prefer it actually wasn't on the air. But that is not possible.
That's right.
Bon Jovi.
And so would you, by the way, the audience.
Is Bon Jovi your safe word? Around here, it's dirigible, but I'm willing to listen.
No.
Do you have a safe word?
No.
Okay.
Do I need one?
I don't know.
I think I understand. I've said many a thing that made sense up here, but no one else understood what I was talking about. I've been there.
Okay.
And the last few years, I've tried to pull the thread a little bit and explain why I got from A to B to people like you. I think you got me started on this because you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, well, if you do this,
you don't half the time I'm not listening, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Half.
That's being very liberal. It's about 80%.
I think it averages out to half. The time
I don't know
I'm not
about
listening.
that. I think it's a lot more than that.
Right. Andy points out, Bill, if you work on this show, you need a safe word. Ours is dirigible.
That's like pencil. What were the words? I can't. No, that's too much.
Apple, table, penny.
Sure.
Man, if you can't remember it after 5 minutes.
Wanna kind of creams of mochixa.
Oh, man.
Greg pointing out that I need to be careful tonight at the police event. It could be a bust like they did with the football tickets back in the day. You ever see the 30 for 30 short on that?
Wait a minute.
Oh, my gosh. This is one of the great ruses of all time.
Is this the thing Carton did?
No.
Okay.
No.
This thing was with tickets.
This is incredibly highbrow. So the police in D.C. have all these outstanding warrants. So
I know what you're talking about.
So they go and they contact the most outstanding warrants,
right,
and tell them that they've won Redskins tickets.
Yeah.
This is like when the Redskins were in the early 80s, right?
Right.
And they call last known address. All these people show up here. They've got all of these felons.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
In a room and they're having this big party. All of the the Redskins. The Redskins have nothing to do with this, but the police go out. They lock the doors, tell them they're all under arrest, and walk them all out. So yes, I mean it could be, but I think that's a little crazy for just one me.
Do I need to check the Washington County site later tonight?
Absolutely.
All right, fine. I'll bolo that.
Now I'm under the impression that Inspector Clouseau will be there, who listens to this show and works for one of our local fine police departments.
Can you make a joke about? Okay, I'm guaranteed immunity tonight, right? Okay, just checking. Some law enforcement humor. You know what I mean?
Is there law enforcement humor?
Probably.
What are safe law enforcement jokes?
I don't know. I'm sure you could. You could find some somewhere. I don't know.
BE had the best one. I can't repeat it. Now here's Stephen Bentonville. He wants us to get Ruscin and Zach ducks for people who own Jeeps.
How did this begin?
I don't know.
Why is this a thing? I am honest to goodness curious why the Jeep people have all the ducks. How did this start?
It's a look at me thing.
Well, I mean, owning the Jeep is the look at me thing. Now you're going to add another accessory to that? I mean, I don't know.
Why is owning a Jeep a look at me thing?
It's a very I want you to look at me and praise me kind of vehicle. It really
Why?
is. Because you don't want to put the doors on, you want to take the roof off. You're so fancy. Great. The rest of us are slumming it in cars with doors and roofs. Yeah. You're very superior to us. We're very proud of you.
Wow. So what is it? They are summertime vehicles. They're fun.
They're fun.
They
What's with the ducks?
That's a look at me thing. I don't think the car is a look at me thing.
Right. Yeah, the Cybertruck people are worse.
They are far worse.
So. A kid that took too much Adderall in kindergarten designed the Cybertruck. That's what happened there. Good God Almighty, that thing is hideous.
They are ugly.
That's true.
All right. So you think a Jeep is a look at me thing?
Oh yeah, that's right.
What other cars are a look at me thing? Don't say it.
Well, I mean, do you want to go down this road?
It's not me.
It might be in gunmetal gray in the parking lot.
Ooh, it is fun though. It is.
Lily.
Chris got a Jeep in January. Doesn't understand the duck thing. They just show up.
I don't know. Can we pull the thread on this? Anybody know?
Do they leave one and take one?
I don't. Oh, is it like trading pins at the Olympic Village?
Yeah, something like that.
Or
as the spearman told us, prophylactics.
There's a lot of knocking boots going on at the Olympic Village, folks. A lot. I mean, there's nothing else to do, really.
No.
All right, we'll be back here. 877-377-6963. We'll be back. ESPN Arkansas. Hit that line now app powered by Taco Bell.
Hello, I'm Chip Scarborough in the 4029 newsroom. It's an impact day as we watch for showers and thunderstorms across parts of our area. Temperatures are topping out in the mid to upper 80s in most places today. Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee is mapping out an active 7-day stretch later on 4029. Well, it's day 10 in the search for Grant Harden. He escaped from the North Central Unit Prison in Calico Rock on May 25th. The one-time police chief of Gateway in Benton County was serving time for murder and rape. The reward for information leading to his arrest now stands at $25,000. And Razorback Baseball is looking ahead to the NCAA Fayetteville Super Regional. Game 1 against Tennessee is set for this coming Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock. 4029 Sports Director Meredith Mulkey is hearing from the team about the big matchup tonight on 4029. For news anytime, log on to 4029tv.com. I'm Chip Scarborough with this live local late-breaking update.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
We all plan to be on time.
But fender bending, damaged windshield, and slick road quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance.
Call my friend J.T. Finley at 479-521-4220.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team could give you a cash offer in 72 hours or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Experience the flavors of chef-inspired modern Ozark cuisine at Mockingbird Kitchen in the Evelyn Hills Shopping Center in Fayetteville. Now that the weather is perfect, dine on their patio and enjoy delicious, seasonally inspired dishes from signature favorites to nightly specials. They're open Wednesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner, or if you prefer to stay in, you can order takeout and enjoy at home. Vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free options are available. Make your lunch or dinner extraordinary at Mockingbird Kitchen, where great food meets great atmosphere. Mockingbird Kitchen. Modern Ozark cuisine.
Hey, before you go play, swing by Golf USA in Fayetteville and check out the latest and greatest offerings from the biggest names in golf. With 2 high-definition simulators, an enormous selection, and the most knowledgeable staff, be assured Golf USA is here to make you look and play better. And Golf USA is honored to be included for the 5th time to Golf Digest's Top Fitters list for 2024. Check them out in the Office Depot Hobby Lobby Shopping Center on North College in Fayetteville. Golf USA. We are as golf as it gets.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
Progressive knows there are 2 things RV owners love: to travel and relax. And they like to take both nice and slow. Just like this commercial. And what's more relaxing than the peace of mind knowing their RV is protected by Progressive? Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates.
It's the time of year all about stepping up to the plate and making every play count. And when your vehicle takes a hit, you need a repair team that knows how to rally. Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body has been family owned and operated for over 40 years and is proud to be iCar Gold Class certified, putting them in the elite 15% of collision repair shops nationwide. For expert repairs that get you back in the lineup, call Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body at 479-751-3801 or visit CourtneyHollingsworth.com.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. Arkansas football begins in 87 days. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
We have returned here on ESPN Arkansas. Happy to have you along for whatever the heck happens here over the next little while. Some commentary on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline where you can text in here 877-377-6963. Some commentary on the duck thing here. Kent, Jeep driver since 79. I don't have any idea what it's about. I don't have any ducks.
When you say Jeep driver since 79, that is the same thing as I've been watching Razorback football since 1961.
I love those calls.
Oh, yeah, they're the best.
I take when you call in and tell me when you became a fan, I take your call a lot more seriously than these people that don't say that. I really do. I perk up like, wait a minute.
Oh, well, this guy
remembers
serious.
This guy's been here since 78. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Right.
Or woman.
Woman?
Woman. Tim in Palm Beach. For my own humor, I pretend they are synchronized exercising conquests. That's funny. You can just make them whatever you want. If no one knows what they are, you can just say whatever they want.
Boy, that screams lonely guy.
Cyclists you've run over. There you go.
Now that I'm cool with.
Kevin in Lake Hamilton hands out ducks to his computer science students.
Why?
I don't know. JB from Springdale, gunmetal gray is the only look at me gray.
Listen.
Anthracite would like a word. Hold on.
Listen. No. It's gunmetal gray, black trim, blacked out windows. It's what it's supposed to look like, right?
Visible Jerk says they're kids that went from trading Pokemon cards and having no friends to trading ducks and driving Jeeps and having no normal friends. They're one notch up from motorcyclists. I'm surprised we don't see watch out for Jeep's lawn signs with the Jeep upside down in the ditch.
Can we have a sobering moment? BE just texted. I've been texting this show since March 14th, 2019.
God, we're old.
What are you doing with your life, man?
You know what he needs?
We have to be here.
Yeah. Let's see here. Well, you know what you need to do, BE, is you need to win this raffle. And they're doing the raffle again this weekend. The current jackpot, the current count amount, as we used to say with dialing for dollars, is up to $24,300. They will do the drawing on the 8th, I believe. Yes, June 8th. What is that, Sunday?
Correct.
Okay. Point of parliamentary procedure, as Zach would say.
You like that? Actually, I can't take credit for that. That's Eric Stratton.
It's Eric Stratton, okay.
Yeah,
but I've heard you say it a lot.
I like to say that.
And I don't want to be a stick in the mud because God knows I'm not a prude. But are we cool with having a gambling giveaway on the Lord's Day? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes. Yeah. No, that's perfectly fine.
I mean, I know it's sports and all.
You got to bring some shine if we're going to make this right.
Because we're giving away a. I know someone that won't play this because it's gambling and they're against gambling.
You know what it says against the
the Bible says about gambling. It's against it. Yeah, that's right. No. So we're going to give this away on Sunday. Maybe. I don't know if that's the greatest idea. I know there's a bunch of anti-religious people that run a university in Fayetteville, but I mean, can we let's maybe we need to think this through a little bit longer.
Kent says it's fine for the heathens.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Well, that's good.
I've been called worse today.
That's right. Exactly. And I mean the university, not necessarily the athletic department, is run by godless heathens. It's the university. I mean, go on campus. You can say what's going on. I mean, please. I've been there. You've been there. We've all been there. We're never getting out of this, Emma. You're not listening. I'm quitting.
Okay.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Almighty. Andrew from the Grand Tetons. Have we talked about baseball today?
No.
Yes, we did. Where were you?
Yeah. First segment out of the box. It's 20 minutes all about baseball and how much we hate Vitala.
Let's see here. Baker from Bentonville. First text ever.
Maybe, because we have gone through a deletion spree recently. So I'm going to go with first text ever unless proven otherwise.
Hold on. I got to find my... Let me do this. Let me do this in the proper production format here. Texter, Baker from Bella Vista.
Okay.
First text ever to the radio station.
Welcome in, Baker.
Have we got to the 10-minute segment of sports? If not, hold on to this. I'm all in. Arkansas will beat Tennessee. But nobody's talking about the potential fallout if Arkansas loses. What then?
Baker, my man. My brother in Christ, listen. It has been foreseen. They're going to win it. Don't relax. It is over. They're going to win by double digits all weekend. Tennessee may not score. Perfectly fine. Everything
We're
is
just
great.
hoping Tennessee doesn't trip falling off the bus, right?
We have an ace in our back pocket that is going to distract Tony Vitello to the point where maybe they're not as focused.
Right. Yeah,
we've got something in the works.
We've got his Friday night plan. Let's put it that way.
Yes, we do.
And his early Saturday morning.
Probably Saturday afternoon and evening.
A certain woman has been willing to help distract the man while he's in town.
I simply have to get that over the bridge.
That's right.
That's all I got to do.
They slide into the DMs.
It is a formality.
Right. Yeah. So, he's going to be depleted by the time that game time rolls around.
He will be just drained.
That's right. All the 12 Schnitzengruben, he'll be, sorry, and he leaves the pitcher in too long, and Arkansas scores 9 runs. There you go.
He's not paying attention.
Right.
He is just sitting there. He's going to be laying up against the back of the dugout like this.
The question is, if this person is willing, what are you willing to do for the cause?
Exactly.
What are you willing to do? And I'm not talking, wear the same underwear at every game and stuff like that. What are you willing to do? This person is willing to give her all to help the Razorback cause.
She has given her all for Arkansas today.
What are you going to do out there?
Yep. And if not, we'll just send them over to that place and get them some food. That's right. Check out Courtney Teifel. Might as well work on them.
Yeah, can we get that place to cater the Tennessee meal?
Yeah.
Maybe they catered Creighton. That's why they were so sluggish over the weekend. I don't know. Yeah. I'm imagining they're going over the rundown. Okay, coach, so on Friday, batting practice at 10. We're going to have lunch brought in by fill in the blank at 12. No! Anybody but them. No. Nice try. I'm on to you there. Oh, boy. It's funny is we know.
Yeah.
They know, but we can't
say it.
I know. But we all are on the same frequency here, right? We all understand. All right. There you go. Okay.
Now, here's a good text out of the 479. I'm willing to drink 20 beers and yell nonsense at the dudes on the front row of the hog pen. Are we still? Is that still a thing? Are y'all still bickering?
Yeah, I think that conflict is still very, very much alive. Yes.
Okay. Now, I want to preface this. Class of 95. I don't care. I have no dog in the fight. I think this is incredibly stupid.
Yes.
You're all pretty. Can we all go back to what we're doing now? I mean, this is ridiculous. It's super regional time. It's time to band together. Even though you hate the person next to you, we're all fighting for a common cause.
That's right. You both want the team in orange to lose. So put down your petty differences and join forces against evil. Because Tennessee is evil.
Right.
Arkansas is good. It's good versus evil this weekend for the Super Regional. Good versus evil.
We are going to do our part. You do yours.
That's right. Exactly. If we know people willing to do things, so what are you willing to do for the cause? Exactly. Besides get drunk and sit in your garage and watch the game. What are you going to do? No.
Bon Jovi! I was just checking. It was just a test balloon. Just see.
Apple table penny.
Bill?
Apple table penny.
Okay. There you go.
Right, okay.
Bon Jovi.
Up to 24-5 now on the around the raffle.
Wow, look
we'll
at that.
Keep an eye on this all week for you and let you know what's going on here. Because this thing got into some serious do-re-mi last time out. The people that won it. Now I would not have done this. The people that won it got their picture made with the AD. And one of those big fake checks, like the one behind you. I don't want people seeing my face if I win this thing. I prefer to remain anonymous. That's all right. Because this is $141,000 they got. That's a very nice chunk of change there. I mean, maybe not to you, maybe not to my father, who has plenty of money, but 141, that's pretty good.
That'll do.
That's working out. I mean, that's pretty good. But I wouldn't want to be known. I wouldn't want to be seen if I won. I'm going to hide. I'm going to the Caymans. Get out of here. What are you talking about?
Cayman.
I'm hiding.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. Abner says it would be better if they lost for the show. And Abner roots for the show. Abner,
you know what? We're going to suspend that for a weekend. Just a weekend.
All right. I don't know. It's crazy out there, though. Yeah, they are fighting each other in the hog pen.
They are. I was seeing a lot of
Oh, excuse me. After taxes guy has chimed in.
Oh, good.
Hey, that's only $80,000 after taxes. Oh my God!
Man.
It's not even worth.
What? Why?
You know what?
Yeah,
Just give it back.
Yeah.
What could I can't use $80,000. That's nothing. What are you talking about?
Like if I were to win that, now did they do like a like some sort of presentation there?
I don't know. There's a picture here on the thing of Juracek with a big check.
Okay,
and,
here's
the
what
people
I'm
who
doing.
won. Yeah.
And like here's what I'm doing is I'm going to the game.
Yep.
And I'm going to get my money. And as soon as I have the money, and it is, I'm assuming it's, you get the money right away, right? I mean, just hand it to you, whatever, in a suitcase. I'm carrying it out in a wheelbarrow.
This isn't the game show.
I'm ripping my shirt off, bright orange, flipping all y'all off, and heading for the bus. That's how I do it. But that's just me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're out of there.
Yeah, I want my money, and I'm getting out.
Yeah. It's better to not be present and win because then everyone at the ballpark is going to be looking at, oh, let's get one.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you buy the beers for, section 110 now? I mean, good grief, you can afford it. Come on. All right. 877-377-6963 on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline here on Ruscin and Tech. Step out here for a moment. Let me tell you about WT Equipment. Running out of time here for the big deals right now with the Hustler sales event. Save up to $1,700 off MSRP on select Hustler zero turns, like a Raptor X. Plus, and that's the first time I've read that correctly in 2 months, qualified buyers get 0% financing for 42 months. Need more muscle for the job? Take advantage of ready-to-roll savings on New Holland Power Star tractor with 0% financing for 60 months or cashback offers on 65 to 100 PTO horsepower models. These versatile workhorses are built for the field, the barnyard, and everything in between. But don't wait. These deals end June 30th. Go to WT Equipment today. Go to WTEquip.com or call them at 442-8284. WT Equipment.
This is Ruskin and Zach.
Here's somebody that says we're the Jersey Shore. All right.
Yes, but with less abs.
Or flabs.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
White perch, big old slab. C'est bon, Sakhalin.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Don't take less when you can have it all with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Luxe Cravings boxes. There's the $5 Classic box full of craveable faves. The $7 Supreme box for your swankier side. And the $9 Cantina Luxe box has a whole world of tasty indulgences, including the slow-roasted Cantina Chicken Burrito. Get Luxe for less with the $5, $7, and $9 Luxe Cravings boxes at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started. Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need. Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless. Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
East Coast summers living on the run. Now the beachfront nights, 5,000 thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to Maine. Now the seaside.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Roback.com.
Roback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Roback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing and we're into the NBA and NHL playoffs, and BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NBA, NHL, and UFC, BetOnline remains the best online source for all your sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Bet online. The game starts here.
Thanks for watching us here on ESP.
You want it? You get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
Before you go play, swing by Golf USA in Fayetteville and check out the latest offerings from the biggest names in golf. At Golf USA, they're honored to be included for the 5th time to Golf Digest Top Fitters list for 2024, in addition to making Ping and Callaway's lists. And at Golf USA, they are always expanding their expertise and their offerings. Check them out in the Office Depot Hobby Lobby Shopping Center on North College in Fayetteville. Golf USA, we're as golf as it gets.
The Black Keys. No Rain, No Flowers Tour. Live in Northwest Arkansas. Walmart Amp, June 8th. The Black Keys. With special guest, The Heavy Heavy. Get tickets now at amptickets.com. For more, visit theblackkeys.com.
Hi, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist RB Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. We are going to be watching for some showers and storms to make their way into the area as we go throughout the evening and overnight hours. Some of these could have some intense winds. We'll have to keep an eye on them. Once we get into tomorrow morning, there's going to be a little bit less activity across the area, waking up temperatures in the mid-60s. But throughout the day on Wednesday, there'll be a chance for a hit-and-miss shower or storm. Highs in the mid-70s, low risk of severe weather. And there will be another chance for a spotty shower or storm on Thursday with highs Thursday in the low 80s. That's your Get Ready Weather, only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Liv Moss. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair, because I had to have some place to sit. Get the good chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by and tell Robert Errol Mann that Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you want to be seated in the good chair. I think we should seat. I may bring this with me.
Yeah.
And we'll just seat people in the good chair.
Put it in your car.
I don't think I can fit in my car. Razorback baseball team has their opponent for the Super Regionals, and it's a familiar one. Defending national champion Tennessee on their way. Have a weekend date with a trip to Omaha on the line. Game 1 is Saturday.
Date, all right.
Somebody's going to have a date. Game 1 is Saturday at 4 p.m. Game 2 Sunday at 2. Monday, if necessary, is TBD. Ruscin and Zach Expos, how you feeling with the Balls coming to town this weekend? 50.8% of you say you're a little worried. 38.7% have already booked rooms in Omaha.
That's the confidence we need right there.
That's what I want right there.
Yeah.
When do you drive most safely? When a person is in the passenger seat or food is in the passenger seat?
Particularly cake.
Beer.
Beer.
75.3% of you said with food. Bon Jovi. Those are your Ruscin and Zach Expos. Brought to you by me.
Apple Table Penny.
All right. Okay, good.
Hey, we're making progress here. This is great.
And Bon Jovi.
This is supposed to be. I thought today. I've read somewhere, and it's impossible to look this stuff up. I thought today was magazine day with college football with the.
It's
Athlon.
not.
Well, I went to a local place to buy magazines, and it wasn't there. However,
now
this store had, and this has given me great doubt in this place where I have bought every college football magazine for like the last 5 years, right up the street here. Today, they don't have Athlon. And by the way, they've done the cover on Athlon weird. It looks stupid. I don't. I like the old one better.
Many of you have dove into the world of sports gambling.
But so that's the main display. I look over here. There's a little cardboard thing on the right. This thing has like 50 copies of last year's Phil Steele magazine.
Well, yeah, you got to get. Okay, but here let me tell you how this is supply chain and logistics.
This one is the one they have last year.
They're trying to get rid of them. So what that means that the new arrivals are coming. We could be at the end of the delivery cycle. So it may pop in. It may have arrived in New York today. Tomorrow, Thursday, we'll probably.
This is unacceptable. So I bought online.
Okay.
And it's being shipped here. So
has it already shipped?
I don't know. I don't have a confirmation on that. But
did they take your money?
Yeah.
You should get a confirmation on that.
Yeah. Speaking of taking your money.
I love magazine season. Bill is anti-magazine. He does not like to have the paper in your hands.
Yeah.
I get a newspaper every Sunday. I love it.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Very old school.
It is. It is. Good for you.
I'm not an iPad baby.
I don't miss it as much as I used to.
Okay.
And in the last 2 hours, we've had Boughton and Soki.
Soki.
Those two things have happened.
Right. But they didn't have it at the store today. Now you were telling me another store to go to that would have.
Yes, there's another place in town, but I would give it like a day or two. Whatever they tell you is delivery day.
It says on newsstands June 3rd.
Okay,
it's June 3rd.
It says
get it on the newsstand.
I would give it a day or two.
What is this? The Pony Express?
No,
we can order stuff on Amazon and get it here in 5 minutes. I mean, you can't get the magazines on time.
Travel by truck, and sometimes
nonsense.
I have a little experience in this. Sometimes the drivers get a little testy and don't show up when they're supposed to.
They get drunk and they hook up with the lot lizards. That's what they do.
That's kind of extreme, but yes, I mean that happens. And they're diesel dolls. You can't say lot lizard. Yeah, lot lizards has a negative connotation.
And diesel doll
implying that they are unattractive. Diesel dolls just implies that they smell like diesel fuel.
Okay, all right. My mistake. I'd like to apologize to all the lovely diesel dolls out there listening to the program today.
Yeah, Matt from the 501. Don't slam on lot lizards.
What did I say?
You called them lot lizards.
So?
That's not what we call them any longer.
We're going to have a meeting on what you can and can't say anymore.
No.
I can't keep up with all this.
They've rebranded as diesel dolls.
When in doubt, just say Bon Jovi.
Chase in Fort Smith says parking lot attendants. Well, that's a different job.
That's totally
landmark and
Indy lap now.
Hey, you'll find this amusing. So Arkansas plays, and there's the people in the yellow shirts everywhere.
Yeah,
parking and all that stuff.
Right.
I go to the Friday night game.
The other
Kansas,
the other
Creighton.
Game. Right.
The parking is Wide open.
Of course
Ollie, oxen free.
Yeah, there was nobody there.
No, there was no rules. There was no one doing anything.
Thunderdome in there.
Yes, that's right.
Abner,
we can't read that.
Abner.
Why do you send that? You know better.
Abner, what is wrong with you?
Bob and Branson, good chair, not great chair. On par for Arkansas. Chair very good.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you this. There is a Twitter page out there dedicated to the Hall of Pretty Good.
Yeah.
Major League Baseball players are being inducted into the Hall of Pretty Good. They actually have parameters on it.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that for coaches. The Hall of Pretty Good.
Okay. All right. Well, you put who you put in there?
The Hall of Pretty Good?
Yeah, who we put in there?
Dave's in there.
Well, yeah.
Now you can move.
Football. Let's see here.
Okay, you want to go football? Mike Leach is probably, they redid the configuration for
put him in the Hall of Fame,
to get him in there. But it also opens up like Jackie Sherrill and a couple other people.
Gundy's Hall of Pretty Good.
Yeah,
he's never won squat.
No, but he's Hall of Pretty Good.
He's Hall of Pretty good. He's Hall of Pretty Good. Gundy's in there. Lane Kiffin's Hall of Pretty Good. Again, never won anything. Gets a lot of attention though.
Gundy's won a conference title.
Okay.
Kiffin had won bleep. And he's won nothing.
Okay, so he's not even Hall of Very Good.
He's Hall of Good. I mean, he's
Hall of Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's Hall of Good.
All right.
Lou Holtz, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Fame. You got a title.
Yeah. Dumbass.
Won it like 3 places.
Now here you go. Kirk Ferentz.
Hall of Very Good.
He's Hall of Very Good.
Yeah.
He is
Hall of
very good.
That's good. Yep.
He's like a stomach bug, just real consistent.
Barry Alvarez, Hall of Very Good. I know he's the Notre Dame guy. I'm basing this on a head coaching.
No. The thing with Barry Alvarez, and I will fight and I will lose, but I will fight anyone, and I will tell you that Bill Snyder's the greatest coach that's ever lived.
Okay.
I think Barry Alvarez
Hall of Fame.
In the 80 plus years that prior to Bill Snyder arriving at Kansas State, they had 2 winning seasons, and they were before World War II.
Right.
And then within 5 years, they're going to bowl games. Within 10 years, they're playing for national titles or contending for national titles.
And they've got a kid named Lockett every year.
Yeah, they've had 94 Locketts.
That's right. Yes.
I will make the argument that Bill Snyder is the greatest coach that ever lived. Barry Alvarez is in that same group because Wisconsin sucked.
Yep.
They were horrific until he got there, and then they started winning Rose Bowls. The reason Wisconsin is thought of as a good program is, they started like Florida in the 1990s.
Hall of Very Good.
Hall of Very Good. I love Barry Alvarez, but I think he's in that next group. Bill Snyder is one of the greatest coaches that ever lived.
Okay.
Marcus Freeman, Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. Best coach ever.
What's he done?
He's made me happy. And think how difficult that is.
Okay. Let me give some thoughts to this here. Huh. Well, you're trying to come across think across. I'm scanning the country in my brain.
Well, Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly is a Hall of really good.
But he went to a title game.
He wins a lot. He just
Hall of Very Good.
Hall of Very Good.
All right.
Hall of Very Good. He's in that notch below. Guy's got almost 300 wins.
Sark, Hall of Very Good.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Hall of Good.
Hall of really good. He's really good. He turned Washington around after the Ty Willingham disaster. And
there's one. This is a winner right here. Frank Beamer, Hall of Very Good.
He's in that group with. Here's the thing. I treat him like I treat Alvarez, like I treat Bill Snyder.
Yep.
Virginia Tech. If you've ever had the opportunity to roam near Roanoke and Blacksburg, there ain't nothing out there. Nothing to get kids from the beach to come out there is. Frank Beamer is Hall of Very, very good. He's just that notch below, the greats. Super consistent. Great guy too.
Yeah. Eli Drinkwitz, Hall of Very Good.
Not yet. Incomplete. Not eligible yet. Now, when he wins 10 this year and then takes the Clemson job, now we got something.
Clemson?
Yeah.
You may get a better job than that.
It's a good job. That's a good job. And he would be the perfect villain for that.
All right. It's 4:30.
Wow. Tyler and Winslow. That's mean.
What did he say? Hall of Bleep.
Very nice.
Who won last year?
Who won the year before?
And the year before that. Who won? Who won, Tyler? Who won? I'll wait. Who won? Who won a game? Who won a game? What do you do about Jimbo? He's got one. Really had very little to do with it.
Jimbo.
Hall of Very Good. I'm saying it. Gus Malzahn, Hall of Very Good.
Having a title doesn't put you in the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Then why is Dave not in there?
A Hall of Very Good. It doesn't automatically put you in the Hall of Fame having a national title. Does he? I mean, Gene Chizik has a national title. I love Gene, but Gene's not in the Hall of Fame.
No. All right. Ruscin and Zach, we'll be back here from ESPN Arkansas. The Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years. Listen to Batter Up with Bubba on halftime Thursdays at 12:15, featuring Bubba Carpenter. Brought to you by Sterling Bank.
You hear me talk about Ole Miss all the time. My hatred for Texas is different than Ole Miss. I don't like Ole Miss. I don't like the way they play the game. I have no respect for them. But Texas, I hate them, but I respect the way they play the game of baseball, even way back then. As much as I hated them, they played the game the right way, and they were really good. I just hated them.
Only on ESPN 99.5 and hitthatline.com.
Hey gang, Blake Young here with Wood Power Sports. Currently, we are overstocked on select Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, and Can-Am product. If you're in the market for a new side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle, come see us soon. We're about to blow these out, and I can promise you they won't last long. Also, these products are high-demand products, not your typical on-sale stuff that no one wants. Our deals won't be beat, and your buying experience will be unmatched. We look forward to serving you. Wood Power Sports, solid name you can trust.
Start your weekend at Indigo Sky Casino. Fridays in June, 6 to 10 p.m. Play for your chance to win up to $20,000 cash. All month long, play for your chance to win over $1 million in total cash and Go Rewards prizes. Come, stay and play at Indigo Sky Casino, the area's premier gaming destination. Enjoy delicious food, your favorite ice-cold adult beverages, live weekend entertainment, luxurious hotel suites, and so much more. Experience the Indigo Sky difference. Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri. IndigoSkyCasino.com for details.
Ready to transform your backyard? At Gallardo Custom Builds, we specialize in custom pools, patios, and retaining walls that perfectly fit your style. As a family-owned business, we're committed to top-quality craftsmanship and outstanding customer service. From design to completion, we're with you every step of the way to bring your dream outdoor space to life. Visit us at our website, GallardoCustomBuilds.com, for your free consultation. Gallardo Custom Builds. Quality you can trust, service you'll love.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. Lower T. Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-551-3241. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-551-3241. That's 800-551-3241. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
The Crane Team is your home for all your automotive needs, with 6 different dealerships in Northwest Arkansas and America's favorite brands. The Crane Team has the perfect vehicle for you, from pickup and delivery to service after the sale. Plus our famous, huge Crane Cash discounts, the Crane Team simply can't be beat. Shop Arkansas's largest selection of Buick, GMC, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and more. Visit us today or shop online at craneteam.com.
ESPN 99.5.
Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruscin and Zach. Boom, boom, boom.
Ruscin and Zach with you here on ESPN Arkansas. 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group Hotline here to be on the program. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
I don't let stupid people bother me.
Good advice.
Look, another player's rung the bell. That means he did his personal best.
Bunga bunga.
Woo pig.
Okay. Unga bunga.
Have we done anything today?
Not really.
Good.
I don't think so.
Okay. That's kind of the goal now, is just to do absolutely nothing. Because the elitists get pissed off.
Yeah, I do like that. I like to repel the audience, not bring them in. That's just my my personal approach to all this stuff. Let's see here. Well, tonight's a big night, and there may be some people watching because Jack Caglione is making his debut against the Cardinals.
Yeah, I know. We talked about this yesterday, but I thought the video was kind of cool. They have the big thing now is when the guys get called up, they have the video in the manager's office where they tell them they're going to the show, and I thought it was cool because he just said, it's the month of June, Father's Day is in a couple of weeks, and he just said, go call your dad. You're going to the show. You're going to be on the Charger, and and Cags is he's on fire right now. 322, 15 home runs, 56 RBIs, 50 games. Hell, he could play. He'd be an all-star with the Rockies.
Yep. You'd be an all-star with the Ruscin.
Fair. Very fair.
That's true. What a bad back. 6:45 tonight at the Lou.
Yep.
Royals, Cardinals.
I think he's in the lineup, if I'm not mistaken. I think they dropped him in as the right fielder.
He is batting sixth, and they designated
they put
hitter.
him in the DH? Okay.
That's right.
Sweet. Now, he's only been, he's played most of his minor league career. He's a first baseman by trade, but they put him in right field to I guess, they're short on outfielders and they're not hitting at all.
Something like that.
Who's pitching for the Cardinals tonight?
Well, I was trying to look that up here. It is no, that's not right. Couldn't tell you.
Okay,
it's not on the app here that I'm looking at.
All right, good.
I have to go to another app to look that up.
All right, I'll get it. I thought you had it right in front of you.
Well, I thought I did too, but CBS Sports let me down for the first time on this app.
Oh, and you're a very pro CBS Sports guy. App.
They have a better app. ESPN's app stinks.
It does.
It's really bad, and it's annoying.
What time did you say? 7:40?
6:45 tonight at the Lou. Yeah, it's her. Yeah.
Oh, there it is, right there. Andre Palente. A righty. Yeah, Cags going to tee off tonight.
Okay. That first knock in the big leagues.
Yeah, you're a Royals fan. This is a good time to get excited. 31-29.
If you know someone in the Cardinals is going to the game tonight, remember a year or two ago that one guy got his first hit and somebody left or whatever. Remember that? They threw the ball up there. Don't do that this time.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
If you held someone up there in town for this thing, come on.
And if you're one of those fantasy baseball geeks, if he's not picked up, go get him now. This is a long. We're playing a long game with him.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's good. Good. Yeah. When I saw it was announced on Sunday that he was killing AAA. He was killing double.
He was there for 5 minutes.
He was there for less than 2 weeks. And they were like, yeah, you're good enough. and the Royals are struggling offensively. So, and bring up and he is he's 6'5", and this is like you see him next to regular players, and he's just a massive human being. And when he gets into one, it goes a long, long way, and it goes very fast. So Godspeed, Andre Palente.
Text here from Ryan. Cards are hot, boys. Okay. It's a very SEC approach that the Cardinals are on right now. They beat all the bad teams. Against his good teams, they're 16-12. All right, let's calm down.
Settle down.
Let's calm down on the Cards are being hot right now. And they lost their last game. So let's pump the brakes here on Cards being hot. You've beat up the bad teams.
Relax.
You've struggled against the good teams. All right, let's cool out here for a second. All right. No.
You're 4 games back of the Cubs. Shut up.
That's right.
It's like me saying the Rockies are killing the Marlins.
Yeah, they won 1 game.
Right. Meat between buns. Meat.
Gotta get it in.
Meat between buns.
Meat
right.
Between
Yeah.
buns.
Could have said the White Shoehorn. Good word.
Could have said White Sox. Could have said Rays. No.
Hey, 10% of their wins happened last night.
That's a Rocky Mountain Minute.
Now I'm done.
Bon Jovi.
Do you want me to handle this or you?
No, go ahead.
Bill, no one cares. All right? I like you. No one cares. I'm sorry. All right.
Could have gone A's. Could have gone White Sox.
How are the A's?
The A's are terrible. So are the White Sox. They're all bad.
Yeah, the A's are in last place. The White Sox are in last place. The Orioles are bad. That's a surprise.
Yeah, the Orioles.
They were good.
But the Orioles are turning it around.
Oh, okay.
They
fired
got off
that
to
guy.
a really, really bad.
They're 14 below 500. How are they turning it around?
Well, they were like 18 below 500.
Okay. Well, never mind. I'm sorry.
Tyler for Winslow pointing out the Cards are about to get whooped. Okay.
Tyler, a Royals fan? I thought about that. Becoming a Royals fan. Since they're right over here, I thought about it.
Skeeter from
I don't have the hat though.
Skeeter's texting. They moved Jack to the outfield. By the way, Jack, not his name, it's his initials. I moved him because
you just know everything about this guy. It's great. What's his shoe size?
14.
Oh my God.
They moved their current first baseman because he's one of their main guys. Hey, dumbass. He went to the high school across town from me. I know exactly who Vinny Pasquantino is.
You can't call the Texers dumbass. You can't do that.
I can call Skeeter that. He's from Missouri. He's our Missouri fan.
Okay, Missouri fans, you can call dumbasses. Everyone else, don't do that. That's bad form.
Yeah, it's bad.
We can't defend that. You see what I'm saying?
Dr. K saying, so you're saying I should start him on my fantasy team. Go get him and start him. Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yes, this is a long-term thing.
Right. That's right. It's a long game.
Played
a long game.
Right.
Zach Arns played a long game.
Always play the long game.
That is true.
I know who Vinny Pasquantino.
So the Cardinals get the first taste of Jack Caglione tonight.
Well,
we'll see how that goes.
I
won't be watching because I don't have the.
If he does what he has done at every level he's played, I mean, he's just going to hit, and that's what the Royals need right now. It's not defense, it's not pitching. They need somebody to get up there and knock the ball out of the ballpark, and he's the guy. Yeah. I think I could be wrong. I don't think I'm wrong on this. I think he made it to the majors faster than Skeens did.
I think you're right about that.
Because Skeens came up like in Skeens was up in like late May. He may have beat him by a week. But, there you go. There you go, SEC fan.
It's like
LSU guy and a Florida guy.
He'll make his home debut next Tuesday. Royals hosting the Yankees. How about that?
That'll be fun.
It's on TBS too. There's a national broadcast.
Yeah, by then he'll be established, and look, Yankees rolling
Judge
down.
Caglione. What a matchup!
Wow,
what a matchup right there.
Aaron Judge is the most overrated player in baseball.
That'll get 700,000 to 800,000 people to watch on next Tuesday night. It'll be awesome.
I'll be there watching it. I will watch every pitch.
Right.
I mean, look, if you're putting together a basketball team, having Cags and Judge, it's not bad. 6'7", 6'5". It's good front court.
Tyler's from he's from Kansas. He's a KC fan of.
He roots for anything.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so that's going on tonight. That's pretty exciting. Here's let me find this Lane from Cave City. You maybe can get some insight on this here on the Lewis Automotive Hotline.
Now Lane, as we pointed out, dropped his wife and broke her arm.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I just like to point that out for insurance.
It's an unfortunate moment for him.
Right.
Guys, can you explain to me the thought process that NBA teams have on hiring and firing coaches. I'm not an NBA fan. I only watch the playoffs. What's the deal with them firing winning coaches? Coaching
players run the league.
Right.
Everybody runs the same stuff.
I want to say coaching's not important in that sport, but baseball manager may be the least powerful. I mean, nowadays the front office gives you the lineup every day. They tell you who's doing what. Like you have like 3 decisions to make in an entire day now. And you get to go out there and yell at the umpire every now and then. I mean, there's not a lot going on there for the managers anymore. At the big league level.
Football coaches are the most important.
Yes.
Then baseball, then basketball, then hockey.
Oh, hockey's
hockey's
put a guy in a suit behind the bench. It does not matter who it is.
In basketball, everybody runs basically the same stuff.
Right. Yeah.
It's how you tweak it, put your own little spin on it when you call certain things. Everybody's running the same stuff.
Yeah, it's floppy,
right?
ISO, ball screen, bunch of jargon like that.
Terms
I'm just throwing basketball words out.
Now, the manager in a baseball
drop
game,
coverage.
While the lineup, yes, but when you pull somebody, plays that are put on, they have a little bit more influence. And Alex Cora is the worst at it.
Oh, that's your manager.
Yeah, he sucks.
Worse than Oliver Marmol with the Cardinals. He's pretty bad.
I'm sitting there last
those cards are hot, boys.
I'm watching. Yeah, I'm eating my dinner. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm watching Mike Trout hit a home run that may have landed in Springfield. If you haven't seen this thing, go Google Mike Trout, because he hit a ball last night that is still going. And I get a text.
Tommy Kraft was there.
And I get a text from Tommy Kraft. Did that one land near you? Shut up.
Yeah, that was. I saw that.
He hit it, and I did the Bob, the Bob Uecker. I knew that one was gone. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you did. So, Lane, to answer your question, I don't know. It's a playoff sport, and the calculus, I guess, is, like you said, Tibbs has got him as far as they could go.
Yeah, it ran its course.
You're looking for someone that can maybe push them to the next thing. But as fans always forget about this, fans always think, well, we couldn't get anyone worse. Well, you could.
Can.
You can. That's right.
You absolutely can.
That's right.
And
that's how you end up with Chad Morris. Bielema gets canned. He goes winless in the league. Boy, they couldn't get anyone worse.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. Yeah. They did. And he brought his friends with him. That was a total mistake.
I am.
So it's Tibbs. I don't know what they're going to do.
Tibbs.
Is Cal going to get a look at the Knicks job? You're not doing it.
I think. Look, you make the call. You make the call to Patino. You make the call. It's New York. You're going to try and make the big splash with a good coach. Ultimately, get the guy that works. Who's out there?
Who's going to get along with Jalen Brunson and the main guys?
That's the thing. You have to retain Rick Brunson, his dad, who was an assistant on Tibbs' staff. You've got to retain him in order to kind of keep Jalen, happy.
You got to keep him.
How are you going to pacify Karl Anthony Towns? You got to figure out what you're going to do with OG Anunoby. Mitchell Robinson is useless. There's some things that they have to figure out, and moving those pieces around is going to take somebody with a little bit of skill. Somebody who knows what they're doing, and in that town, the leash is short. They get off to a 14-30 start. That's not going to work. No. Not going to be there very long.
Yeah. So they'll look at the Knicks stealing headlines away from this NBA Finals matchup that is allegedly boring between the Thunder and the Pacers.
Series.
I don't think it's boring. I'm intrigued to see some of this.
It's
best offense versus best defense. How does that not interesting? It's always interesting.
My daughter is my authority on everything come NBA, and she said that Oklahoma City's offense is going to run circles around Indiana's defense because Indiana's defense is based on just bodying you up, and you can't body those guys up. From Oklahoma City, you can't do it.
Yeah. Well, I thought I don't know anything about anything, but I thought Oklahoma City hung their hat on defense. That's why they've got the.
Well, you're gonna have to make choices. You have to make choices with the Thunder. I mean, you're gonna shut off SGA, which you can do, but you're gonna have to commit somebody else. You can't guard him 1-on-1, and that opens up everything else. The other Jalen Williams, that guy's a stone cold killer. And then you mix Holmgren in there and Dort and all of those guys. Man, they will just
run a lot of parts.
They will run you to death, and then they bring Isaiah Joe off the bench. All of a sudden, he's draining 3-4 threes in a row, and all of a sudden. The league goes from 2 to 12.
Yeah,
and you're like, what the hell happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Indiana's not built like that.
Right. Yeah.
Indiana's a bigger, slower, more physical team, and they're going to have to figure out a way to use all 6 fouls to slow Oklahoma City down.
Yeah. Right.
That being said, I want Indiana in 3.
Will's not watching because he cannot stand the free throw merchant. What does that mean?
Okay, so the SGA.
Why does Doris Burke keep saying it?
SGA has a reputation for flopping.
Uh-huh.
And I'll just say he sells the foul.
Okay.
Quite liberally.
All right.
And he picks up a lot of fouls on drives and goes to the free throw line a ton.
Okay. The free throw
merchant.
Okay.
So he's collecting free throws.
Well, does he make the free throws?
Yes, he does.
Well, then what's the problem?
I don't see what the problem is.
Okay, all right.
If you don't like it, defend him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that hard. Stop him.
Right.
Figure out a way and stop him. And that's, look, Halliburton's going to get his calls. SGA's going to get his. Those are the two biggest. I mean, those are the headliners in the series. And if you can't get excited about this just because they're in smaller markets, you're not an NBA guy or girl. It is Bill, am I wrong? It's a great series. It's a great matchup.
Here's the thing. I think the Thunder probably take it in 5.
Really?
But I think every game is going to be good.
Okay.
I think the games are going to be good, but I think the Thunder are just too deep.
That's the thing we've been missing. Like, there have been scarce amount of good games in this playoffs. There have been a couple. Game 1, Pacers-Knicks was crazy. But, I mean, there haven't been a lot. We haven't had that one series that's just one haymaker after another,
Oklahoma City's the one team that can guard Siakam. They've got people to guard him. Like Jalen Williams can guard Pascal Siakam. Siakam's a freak. But you've got 2 or 3 guys that can probably D him up. Dort can get him. And the rest of Indiana's roster is not that overwhelming. They've gotten through just on sheer will to this point. Now, you're going to play a team that, plays at 100 miles an hour trying to score 7,000 points in a game. And they've got the MVP and all. I mean, they've got all the momentum. Yeah. Plus, you said they wouldn't get there.
Yeah.
I mean, they really hate you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm sure they're very concerned about what I've got to say. Very concerned about that, yes. I'm such a basketball expert over here. I mean, I hope someone has made a lot of money fading me. If you had Florida and Oklahoma City, you're rich. You're welcome.
I think it's going to be a fun series. I think it's going to be a physical series.
Well, that's good. I like watching it. But just watching, if you just don't, I did this a couple of possessions in the Pacers series with the Knicks. Don't watch the ball. Just watch the guys.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Oh my God! It is it is
the water polo under there.
Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, can I get Grayson in here in the 30 seconds? Let's see, Grayson, you got 30 seconds. Hit it.
All right. I don't even remember which one of you two said it, but one of you said Aaron Judge is the most overrated player in baseball.
100%.
That man right there.
I've been sitting on the line for 7 minutes waiting to tell you how dumb that is.
Really? What's he won? What's he won?
MVP award.
Oh, congratulations. You play in a bandbox. Good luck. Hitting balls to a 314 feet, man. It's not Major League Baseball. Perennial All-Stars. What do you do in the postseason? Nothing. Absolutely squad dude.
Sure, but you can't say he's overrated. He's probably the second or third best player in the league. I'm not saying
he sucks. He's a Yankee. He sucks. He sucks. Absolutely sucks. He's not Ohtani.
That's insane.
He's not Ohtani.
He's batting 400. He's the best power hitter in the league.
He's batting 370.
That's insane.
Not 370. It's not 400. And go pump iron or whatever it is you do.
Hello, I'm Chip Scarborough in the 4029 newsroom. It's an impact day as we watch for showers and thunderstorms across parts of our area. Temperatures are topping out in the mid to upper 80s in most places today. Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee is mapping out an active 7-day stretch later on 4029. Well, it's day 10 in the search for Grant Harden. He escaped from the North Central Unit Prison in Calico Rock on May 25th. The one-time police chief of Gateway in Benton County was serving time for murder and rape. The reward for information leading to his arrest now stands at $25,000. And Razorback Baseball is looking ahead to the NCAA Fayetteville Super Regional. Game 1 against Tennessee is set for this coming Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock. 4029 Sports Director Meredith Mulkey is hearing from the team about the big matchup tonight on 4029. For news anytime, log on to 4029tv.com. I'm Chip Scarborough with this live local late-breaking update.
Thomas Rhett, Veteran Boots Tour 2025. June 5th, Walmart Amp in Northwest Arkansas. International country music superstar Thomas Rhett. Don't miss the tour of the summer. With Tucker Wetmore. I'm gonna wind up missing you. And the Castellos. On sale now at amptickets.com. Thomas Rhett's new album, About a Woman, out now.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Previously on Halftime.
$25 gift card to Fish City Grill. Which SEC program was the first to win an NCAA baseball championship, and what year did that happen? We do have the correct answer in here. It is Georgia, and it occurred in 1990.
Fish City Friday Trivia presented by Fish City Grill. 2003 Bellevue Road in Rogers. Friendly folks, serious seafood. Listen to Halftime weekdays from 11 to 2.
If you're trying to get through your daily activities and you're noticing you can't because you're focusing more on your pain than being able to enjoy the moment, those are the patients that we're looking to treat because we can make a difference.
That's Dr. Ashley Caravelli, a medical director for QC Kinetics.
What we're doing at QC Kinetics is offering treatments that help with joint preservation. We use cutting-edge technology in our in-house lab to harness your body's natural healing powers and target the areas where you need them the most.
These are regenerative, non-surgical treatments, and QC Kinetics is the nation's leader, delivering lasting relief to tens of thousands of patients.
What we do know is that the sooner we start treatment, the sooner you'll see relief.
So don't wait another minute. See if you're a good candidate for these non-surgical treatments for joint pain. The consultation is completely free.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruscin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell. KKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. Arkansas football begins in 88 days. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned.
There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs, and the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruscin and Zach starts right now.
That was as eventful of an ending of an hour as we've had around here in quite some time. And now Zach left. That's a walk-off.
That was absolutely
a walk-off. He's speaking of hosting some police benefit function thing. So he's out of here. So Bill and I are here to take you the rest of the hour here on ESPN Arkansas. And the Hit That Line Now app, the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. The drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky. We're going to get fired.
Look, another player's rung the bell. That means he did his personal best.
Woo pig.
Right.
I don't do it as good as he does.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a very odd skill.
Well, it's a timing. I mean, you got to push all those buttons at the right time.
And you got to know what's where, too.
Yeah.
There's a screen that's got a bunch of boxes on it, and each one of them is a different
It's a
sound
freestyle thing that he's actually mastered pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody could be good at, usable skills. We're good at this. You know what I mean?
He can push buttons.
That's right. Yeah. It's not really a usable skill in a lot of places. Point of context here, Zach is a Red Sox fan. And so anyone who is a Yankee, he's going to hate. Even if they pulled 30 babies out of a burning building, he still wouldn't say they're any good. So you got to remember all that with the Judge conversation.
Yeah.
But he has not won anything, to be fair. So, I mean, there is that, too, to point out.
But he is still a pretty good player.
He's very good.
Yeah.
He's very good.
He's in the Hall of Very Good, as Zach would
I think
say.
Otani's a better player, but that's just me.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I think he's better. But I watch like 8 games a year, so what do I know about any of this stuff? By the way, speaking of all that, I've been watching this. So Greg Giannotti, Gio, on a WFA in New York, goes after Karl Anthony Towns, calls him a loser after $50 million a year. The old sports radio thing. We're going to make fun of the rich people because they let us down, and
sure,
we do that thing. All right. So now, Carl Banks, who played for the Giants, is now coming after Gio, and Gio brings up a good point here. So for years we've done the thing where athletes rip the media because you never played the game. When are we going to start doing the thing where media rips athletes going, you don't know our business. You never did it. Okay? But when is that going to happen? Because there's a lot of athletes trying to be in the media now, and some of them ain't very good at it. I mean, let's just call it what it is here.
No, and when you say Carl Banks, what, it was like 88?
Yeah, I don't know.
When he played?
Yeah.
Mid-80s, late 80s?
Something like that. Yeah, played for the Giants.
Well,
Did not like radio guy calling $50 million a year player loser for not playing well in the Eastern Conference Finals or whatever. But yeah, when do we get to go the other way on this and be like, well, you know what? What do you know about doing this? You've never done this. You never done a whole show 5 days a week or anything like that. Like, what do you qualify to? I mean, the street goes both ways, doesn't it?
No,
we never played, but they never did this. So,
but then that's the way it's always been, though.
Oh.
I don't think those tables are ever going to turn.
Even with more athletes doing stuff like this, everybody's got a podcast now. I don't know if any of them are any good, but I mean, there's a bunch of them out there. Are any of them any good?
I have not listened to any of them.
Me either. I don't know. I just don't like.
I know. Micah Parsons has one.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing about the truth. You can't always go to the source and get the truth, particularly in sports. It's going to be spin. It's going to be what Micah Parsons wants you to know. You're not going to get everything.
No,
you're not going to get everything. So I don't like. That's why the insider role is still, so popular because, people can, sources can tell Adam Schefter this or Shams or whatever. Various sources. I don't know. I just don't like.
No, I
And
feel
other than feeling like you're in the locker room or something because people are talking crap about one another or whatever. I mean, I guess there's a market in that. I don't know.
No, I feel you, but you're never going to get that.
Yeah.
You're never going to get it's never going to flip.
No. It's just not. I'm not interested in that. But I mean, a lot of people must be because everybody's doing this. There's a lot of money involved in this. Big Mike is awake, and he says I had $10 on Miami last night, baby. Oh, there you go. That's good because I had money on Little Rock last night, and they screwed the pooch against LSU.
They did too.
They were right there. They were right there. They didn't get blown out. They were taking punches, and they were giving punches back in Alex Box Stadium. Which I've had a Razor. This happened a few days ago. I had a Razorback fan. You won't find a bigger Razorback fan. Went to the Arkansas LSU game in Alex Box Stadium, and this person told me the atmosphere at Alex Box. You cannot believe how good it is. You cannot believe it. Music, everything is just it's on another level. I'm like, dang, and that's Arkansas prides itself on being top of the line and all that stuff.
Was and you and I were talking about this yesterday when we left.
What's that?
That Euler.
Yeah, I know
that they could do it.
They were up
so close.
They were up 5-1, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right. And I fell asleep, and then
your fault.
And I woke up, and it was 10-6. I'm like, oh, what happened?
Yeah,
but they stood in there. They did not get their pants pulled down in the final game and run out of pitching or whatever. They were tough. Got some respect.
And because I know he's probably still listening. So Zach, Apple Table Penny.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Still paying attention.
Right.
Still paying attention. I saw a lot of things. They announced. We know Arkansas is playing Tennessee, but they got the start times today, and it's Saturday and Sunday day games. But to be fair, I don't think everybody's looking at this with the full lens here. First of all, you're on ESPN, which I think still matters. Being on big ESPN.
For this, it does, yeah.
Because, are people willing to go to ESPN Plus to find a college baseball game? No. But if it's on ESPN and they're flipping around and they see the score is close, they're going to they may watch. Or if it's on at a bar somewhere or something. So you can do that. Tennessee's catcher is suspended for game 1 because he got tossed from last night's game against Wake Forest. So you got that going on.
It's gonna be a good atmosphere.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know how you guys feel about Baum, and I don't want to go anywhere near there because it's going to be a zoo. But if you're there and that's your thing, it's going to be a good time.
Here's another thing about the Saturday start: all the shareholders will be gone. If you start this thing on Friday, it's going to take you 5 hours to get from the interstate to the stadium. So I mean that works out because I've been to these postseason games where they have it the same day as shareholders, and it's a nightmare over there. So that works out. They'll be gone for the Saturday start, and I don't know. I feel like it's kind of an honor that the last super regional to start is this one.
Yeah.
It's like the anchor leg. Like we've got all these other ones going on, but this one going to start at 4 p.m. on a Saturday. It's like it's not standalone, but it's like a save for the best for last thing. I don't know. I think it's cool.
And for those in the know, Tennessee, Arkansas, it's a little spicy.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. And like playoff Tennessee, I wasn't there for the games this year at Baum. But, Arkansas beats them 2 out of 3. Maybe they're not talking as much. But, man, Tennessee in the postseason, particularly last night, a little spicy.
Oh, they're chirping.
A little spicy. Yeah, there's some chirps going on back and forth. And Arkansas talks, too. Now, that's the difference. Arkansas thinks, I will paint this matchup as good versus evil. I do believe that. Arkansas talks, too, though. They're no shrinking violet over in the corner, just, like calmly shaking hands when stuff happens or whatever. Those pitchers get fired up, too, when they strike a guy out or whatever. So, there's going to be a lot of emotion. And I think this is This is great. This is beautiful. If you want this, you got to go through last year's champs to get it. The beautiful thing about sports right there.
No,
That's
you
it.
gotta beat the champs to be the champs.
Yeah, Ric Flair. You want to be the man, you got to beat the man. That's it. What it is. So it is so that's
why the Knicks were throwing a party after they beat the champs.
That's right. Yes. They thought that it was over at that
Yeah, they
point.
thought they had it.
Thought it was over. Anyway, it was I think this is going to be it's going to be tremendous. I love the stories, I love the drama of it all. And the baseball will be pretty good, and Arkansas's pitching is lined up pretty well. Tennessee going to have to save their ace Doyle for game 2. Maybe they would have done that anyway. I don't know, but he pitched last night, so he's not going to pitch on Saturday, I don't think. So maybe he gets game 2 Sunday. He wins that game. Maybe it's 1-1. We go to a winner-take-all game 3, and it's, can anybody give us anything? Can Root get a guy out? I mean, it's all in the air. It's unique in that regard, playoff baseball. Even at the major league level, they'll have a starter come in, like, can you get an out? Can you get 2 outs? With, in a game 7 of a World Series or whatever it is. It's pretty unique in that regard. So I think it's going to be great.
Was it Randy Johnson that came in and pitched like the 8th or something one year in the series, in the World Series?
Was that against the Yankees?
I think it was against
in that game 7 with the Diamondbacks.
Yeah,
maybe he came in late. Yeah,
I think he came in.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we're at that point, and it's like I said, it's going to be not my cup of tea. I don't want to be anywhere near there. I'll be at home cutting the grass, grilling, sitting on the TV watching.
Yeah,
but it'll probably be a good time for those that are going.
Yeah. And we got the raffle again.
And
you can get rich. Oh, come on. Pretty good.
Are you going to buy in?
Probably. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I wonder though. Like, I feel like, and obviously this is a big moment, and this is going to be the thing they do with big events, from now until forever. But I hope they know, like, you can't ring this bell like all the time and get giant response. Like you have to some point. Like, I don't know if I'd roll this out for Alabama A&M for football, but Notre Dame, absolutely. A-State, probably. I don't know. Of course, there may be rules that A-State wants half the money or something, so you may just want to skip all that altogether. But, like, I don't think you can do this all the time. But at the big events, you throw the Razorback raffle out there. I think it's going to be another big response. What, those people won $113,000 or something that won it last time?
I don't know, but whose head explodes if you win?
Oh, mine.
Well, okay.
I'm a Bill, you've never been to the track with me. And maybe we'll do this one of these days. I'm a bad winner. When I win, everybody knows. I'm that guy. I'm a terrible winner at the track.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm a terrible winner. When I'm a loser, I just put the ticket in the trash bucket, and that's all right, what do we have in the 5th? Like, on to the next one. But when I win, I'm like, that's me. I'm that guy. So annoying. So annoying. Anyway, let's see here. Duggan Mountain Home. It's gambling. People love it. They don't even care if there's a game going on. Well, there's also something to be said about that too. But I don't know.
I mean, all you're doing is buying a lottery ticket.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a game of chance.
Sure,
it's not a game of skill. You don't know what the numbers are going to be. They're totally random and everything. But I don't know. Yeah, so it's going to be huge. It's going to be very very exciting. We're going to be down there Friday. Ruscin and Zach doing the show at the Stadium Shop next door on Razorback, 989 Razorback Road, with Robert and everybody there. Got some deals. Got your super regional T-shirts. You got to have those. Get your bases loaded hats. We'll have all that going on a Friday here on Ruscin and Zach. So that's pretty good. We're not preempted, Bill. We get to actually do a show and there's not a game going on.
No, and Big Mike is correcting me. It was Mariners Yankees.
Oh, okay, all right.
Game 6 to force a game 7.
Okay,
but I knew he came in.
I thought that was one of those best of 5 deals when they played back in the DS. I didn't know they played in a best of 7. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe we're all misremembering all this stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know. Apple Table Penny. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway,
Bon Jovi.
Dirty drawers. Any texted in on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Any chance they find a clause in the terms and conditions that prevent Ruscin from claiming the prize? Well, I don't work there, so I don't know what they could find in there. And I asked about this because I was curious because, at the stadium.
It would be funny if somehow you got denied.
Yeah, they're like, no, we're not anyone but him. No, we're not doing that. So the NCAA made them wipe out the Bet Saracen ads in the stadium. On the top of the dugout, they had to Bet Saracen. They had to get rid of those because the NCAA not interested in gambling money unless they're getting a piece of the action, which they're not. So I asked somebody that covers the team closely. I'm like, how are they doing this? And they said because they're not going to make a big deal about it in the stadium, that it's cool. The NCAA's, I guess, okay with it. I don't know. But they're not going to be like, hey, get those raffle tickets. So that's how they're going to be able to do this. Because I didn't know if they could do it for the postseason, but apparently they can. It'd be terrible if we all entered and then they won't let them do it. That'd be bad.
Well, my question is, if I drop $20 and can I write that off?
I mean, it is a donation technically. I guess I would consult your local tax professional, Bill. I don't know the answer to that, and I'm not your tax professional.
Just asking.
Anyway, that's a good. I mean, it is. You're going to. It is a donation. The money, half the money's going to the
right. I would think
but
if I don't win,
I guess you'd have to prove your half is going to the foundation, not to the person who won.
That opens up a whole can of worms that I don't know that I want to do.
That's right. Where's half the money going? I don't know. David wants them to make. Let me be careful about this. Tuck Tennessee shirts. I think you'd move a few of those. Yeah, I think so. Probably move
carefully.
Move some merch there. Yeah. Well, they do the Tuck Texas shirts.
You are.
I'm being very careful here.
Okay.
Being very careful here. It could all end here at any moment. We're on the high wire now. Yeah. Okay. Jay says you should be able to write off your loss.
I don't know that I'm that worried about $20, but I was just curious.
Right.
Because my dad, so my dad used to do that. He'd buy lotto tickets and always save his losers because if he ever, and I don't understand the process, but he always saved them. Well, if I ever win, or I don't know the deal, but if you can write it off, why not?
When I lose at the track, there's usually a popcorn bucket nearby, an empty popcorn bucket. That's where they go.
That's where they go.
And you move on. Yeah, they're not.
You're not saving your.
I have done this thing before, and I'm not proud of this. But that you can go to the window, or you can go to the machine, right? The M-Tote machine, and it's all automated. I have gone. Well, maybe something changed, and I'll put the ticket in the M-Tote machine, and they'll be like, "This is not a winner," and it spits it back out at you. It's kind of embarrassing. But I'm like, "Hey, maybe I missed something. Maybe this is good. Maybe they threw a bunch of horses out, and I'm actually a winner here." But I've done that before. I hope no one was watching. It's not a proud moment when you put your losing ticket in the machine to make sure, or maybe you catch them in a weak moment where they haven't entered all the data correctly. That's not happening. Brian still wears his, anti-Texas shirt that he wore at the 2021 game when they stormed the field there at Razorback Stadium. So there you go.
Wes is wanting to make sure you don't kill the show.
Yeah. I'm working on that. Working on that. Yeah, those week-long vacations are not as fun as they seem to be. Brian wants to know if I ever went and bet on the dogs. I never bet on the dogs in West Memphis. I've only been to the track. I've never went to Southland Greyhound Park back in the day, and you can't bet on the dogs anymore. So there you go. So that's how that works. Abner, we can't read that. Thank you. You can send us a text if you want to here, 877-377-6963. Dr. K is a Texas fan, and he is still not offended by the, the anti-Texas shirts, the horns down, the whole deal. So that's good. That's good.
Who is Snooty Bart?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Oh man. Let's see here. So Florida is out of the question. What does that mean? Jody, I need more.
Well, they're out though, aren't they?
Oh, they're out of the tournament?
Yeah, they're out of the
tournament.
they're
out of the tournament. Yeah.
I think that's
and their coach showed his tail on the way out the door too.
Yeah. That's not a good look.
We've had, so This is the showcase event. No one really in America. I'll say this. Nobody in America watches college baseball until the tournament starts. And you get a few last weekend, you'll get a few more. And then when the College World Series is on, that's when you get probably the most people watching. So far in the first weekend, we had a coach go viral for yelling at the event staff at Coastal Carolina. And another coach goes viral for using a slur in the middle of the game, and he has to do one of these one of these apologies that the basic boilerplate I'm sorry I got caught apology, not I'm sorry for what I did apology. So those are your big stories coming out of the first weekend. Not great. Not the highlights that people were looking for coming out of the and there were a couple of exciting plays and everything, but those were the biggest things that went all the way around the internet from the weekend there. So there you go. All right, Chris from Russellville has sent us a text here. He's got a picture of a Razorback tattoo on his arm on top of an upside down Longhorn logo. He got it after Arkansas beat Texas in the Cotton Bowl.
Okay, this is going to be so random.
Yes,
but that's what I do.
Yes.
So Zach has this picture of Kenzie posting up, boxing out.
Yeah.
She looks angry, but it almost looks like a Jordan-esque pose the way she's.
Yeah, like a logo.
Yeah. I told him he needed to get that as a tattoo.
Yeah,
and be like a gangster and put it like right under his like a teardrop.
It's a very intricate teardrop. You know what I mean? A lot going on there.
No, we could just do a silhouette of Kenzie, and I think Zach should do that. That was
a silhouette would be, that'd be good.
That was a conversation that was happening before you got here.
Look, I don't have any sports related tattoos, but even if it's upside down, I am not. Are you going to get an upside down Chiefs logo?
No. I'm
never putting the other logo of the team I don't like on my body. I'm barely putting the logo of the team I do like. I'm never doing that. I mean, you can do whatever you want, and it looks cool and everything.
Do you have any tattoos?
I don't have any tattoos.
Yeah,
no,
me either.
No, I don't have any. But I'm not putting a Kentucky logo on. Are you nuts? Even if upside down, I'm not doing that. Because it is sort of validating. It's like the overrated chant. The overrated chant at a game is really saying your team isn't that good, which I don't understand why people still do it. I mean, but they do it. Overrated chant. Oh, you're admitting that your team's not that good. That's what you're saying with the overrated chant. Why would you do that? Don't understand. All right, anyway. That's how that goes. Okay, we'll be back here in a minute. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Zach. 877-377-6963. There's a lot of things going on at Cart Pass Social. It's their first birthday. They're thinking about doing a smash cake for that. They may do that. What they are going to do is have a big event coming up the weekend, June 12th through the 14th. They're going to be watching some of that College World Series, plus have some other stuff, Cart Pass Social After Dark, a family fun day, all coming up in a couple of weekends for their first birthday at Cart Pass Social. Now, if you don't know about Cart Pass Social, it's Northwest Arkansas's #1 destination for indoor golf. In Lowell, located on Grant Place, right across from Atwoods, right off of Monroe Street. Professional indoor golf simulators. You book time. You can be a member, not be a member. No golf attire required. You can have events in there. It is a great place, and it's always BYOB at Cart Pass Social. So when it rains, you can still go, work on the game at Cart Pass Social. Go to cartpasssocial.com. You can call them, 487-3622, or go see them 122 Grant Place in Lowell, across from Atwoods, or find everything and more at cartpasssocial.com.
Guaranteed satisfaction for at least 4 hours a day.
Does the Viagra have a shelf life?
This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
The Crane Team is your home for all your automotive needs.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Don't take less when you can have it all with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. There's the $5 Classic box full of craveable faves. The $7 Supreme box for your swankier side. And the $9 Cantina Lux box has a whole world of tasty indulgences, including the slow-roasted Cantina Chicken Burrito. Get Lux for less with the $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
East Coast summers living on the run. Now the beachfront nights, 5,000 thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to Maine. Now the seaside.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Roback.com.
Roback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Roback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing and we're into the NBA and NHL playoffs, and BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NBA, NHL, and UFC, BetOnline remains the best online source for all your sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Bet online. The game starts here.
Thanks for watching.
It's like one of those that Sign Studio made.
Well, that's because it probably is. Hi, I'm Matt Reese, COO of Sign Studio. Don't let the name fool you. We're not just signs. From interior and exterior signage to business cards, banners, and promotional items, Sign Studio can help take your business to the next level. We're passionate about helping you grow your brand. Our in-house design and production team allows for quick turnaround, and we have multiple locations to serve all of your Northwest Arkansas signage needs. Follow us online or call 479-250-4844.
Superior Fence and Rail, one of the largest fence companies in the country, is here in Northwest Arkansas. Superior Fence and Rail can custom chain link, wood, or vinyl fencing. Superior Fence can custom install ornamental iron fencing with powered automatic gates with access control. 12 months, same as cash financing, is available. And Superior Fence and Rail warranties all of their work. Superior Fence and Rail, 479-439-1096. 479-439-1096. Or go online to superiorfenceandrail.com. What's going on the grill tonight? If it's from Richard's Country Meat Market, you know it's the best. From sizzling steaks and bacon wrap fillets to gourmet burgers and fresh kebabs, Richard's has everything to make Father's Day a feast. Grab a Richard's gift certificate for the grill master in your life. And don't forget the home-style sides and desserts. Call ahead for curbside pickup at 479-443-0000 or visit them at 3042 North Market Avenue in Fayetteville and find them online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
Spring is here and the grass is growing fast. Upgrade to a Hustler Zero Turn. Hurry in for the Hustler sales event at WT Equipment. with Raptor X models in stock and savings up to $1,700 off MSRP. Plus, qualified buyers get 0% financing for 42 months on select Hustler mowers. These deals won't last. Visit WT Equipment today or shop online at WTEquip.com. Qualified buyers with minimum purchase, other restrictions apply. See dealer for complete details.
Hello, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist RB Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. We are going to be watching for some showers and storms to make their way into the area as we go throughout the evening and overnight hours. Some of these could have some intense winds. We'll have to keep an eye on them. Once we get into tomorrow morning, there's going to be a little bit less activity across the area, waking up temperatures in the mid-60s. But throughout the day on Wednesday, there'll be a chance for hitting this shower or storm. Highs in the mid-70s, low risk of severe weather. And there will be another chance for a spotty shower or storm on Thursday with highs Thursday in the low 80s. That's your Get Ready Weather, only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. It's Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
5:31 now on this Tuesday evening. Ruskin and Zach. Zach speaking to the or hosting some event for the Fraternal Order Police or something. So he's out. Bill and I are here for the rest of the hour. Appreciate you stopping by here. 877-377-6963. The tattoo generating a lot of conversation on the text line here.
It is. Yeah. More so than I thought it would.
By the way, a couple of people pointed out, so if you get upside down horns on your arm, when you look down on it, it's right side up. And if you get it upside down where when you look at it, it's upside down. Well, when people are looking at it in public on your arm, it's right side up.
Can we just agree don't get horns?
Yeah, it's. I just think a Texas tattoo is probably it's not a great idea. And Chris did come back to us and say he was young and he wouldn't do it now. He got the tattoo. And that the tattoo artist is an LSU fan. And before he colored in the horn, he wrote LSU in the tattoo and then, colored over it with the Longhorn logo. So you've got LSU and Texas on your arm, Chris. And a Razorback.
It's a lot going on.
That is a lot. That's right. Yeah.
That's a party.
Yeah, that was a decision that was made. Yes, that's right. Yes. Exactly. Yeah, Jared with the point though. Yeah, if you look at it from your perspective, looking at it upside down Longhorn, it's right side up. So you want to do that the rest of your life?
No.
Get a Longhorn logo the right way? No.
The only I thought of getting a tattoo once when my dog died.
Yeah.
I got a paw print.
Yeah.
And I thought about the paw print.
Yeah.
But I never pulled the trigger on it.
Yeah. Tyler from Winslow with a controversial take. Tattoos are for drug addicts and Satan worshipers. Wow.
Well,
I thought we had moved beyond that in 2025, but I guess there's still some people anti-tattoo out there. Someone asked me if there's anything I'd ever get a tattoo. I don't know. I don't think so.
You wouldn't do the dog thing?
I don't think so.
I mean, they're right behind you.
I know. I don't think I would though. No. I can't think of anything. If a kid or something, maybe. I don't know. So, I don't know. Some guys get, the wife's name on the ring finger, They do that or an initial or something.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that she's the one if you're going to do that.
And she's not going to do it because she hates needles too. So I mean, I don't, it's not.
How does she hate needles?
Well, she doesn't.
Isn't that her job?
Not really.
Okay.
You want, as I've been told, you want someone who's like a nurse who puts the IV in like 100 times a day, as opposed to her who hasn't done it all that often. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
That's what you want. That's what she says anyway. So I don't know. I don't think. Here's another Ruskin fun fact for all you
so
you
you
people
want a
out there.
phlebotomist, not necessarily.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's another fun fact for the when we're talking about my life. All of a sudden, with the airplane and the ether or whatever it was, chloroform. I've never, 42 years, never had an IV put in ever.
Really?
Never have. Nope. I don't think so. I had 2 eye surgeries as a kid, but I don't remember having an IV. I don't remember.
Well, you're not missing much.
Okay, I didn't think so.
From the guy that's had 8 surgeries in the last 3 years.
Right,
Yeah. You're not missing. Plus, I'm AB negative, so they love my blood.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever
hard to find?
Yeah, I'm one of those. So whenever I do donate and they find out what I am, then they just leave. They never leave you alone.
Oh, yeah, they're always hitting you up for a donation, right?
Yep. So but you're not missing much. If you can avoid it,
Yeah.
stay that track.
Maddie in Springdale wants me to get a sleeve tattoo, or one of us. She says you should get a sleeve. I don't know who she was talking to here.
Well, it ain't gonna be me.
Yeah,
I'm not.
That's expensive. I see these these players get this, getting the money now and everything, and that's fine. But man, they're spending a lot of the NIL money on tattoos.
Yeah,
a lot of it. Wow, some of that elaborate work. That is not $250. I mean, that's some expensive stuff there. I don't know. Let's see here. Dan and Rogers, IVs aren't too bad. The rabies shots suck. It's finished up on Sunday. Oh, you had rabies, Dan? Really? Do we want to ask how that happened, or not so much? Okay.
Because that's a series of shots.
Yeah, that's the. I think that's right.
And they're like in the stomach too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Gut shots.
Yeah, the old gut shots. Right. That's right. Okay. Well, the polls, there were only a couple of them today, but we can check on them. I mean, why not? We got, that's not good. I just went to pull up the polls, and there's nothing there. Am I still logged in? Like, what? I think we're having an X problem again. I think.
Well, we were having problems earlier today with the system.
Well, no, this is it looks like an X problem. Like, when I go to posts, it's like we've never posted ever before. So
okay, no, that's different than the problem.
Something has gone wrong here. I believe we're having a. Let me go to hit that line and see if they've got it.
Apparently, Dirty Drawers has a tramp stamp.
Yeah, hit that line also shows that we've never posted before. So I think X is having a problem now. So we will not be checking on the poll questions right now, unfortunately, because they're all missing. All of the posts are missing. Oh man, you gotta love that. Another problem. More troubleshooting. Somebody turn a ticket in on this. Something like that. See, this now Scott brings up a point here. This doesn't make sense to me. Scott says most college players' tattoos are comped for advertising. Yeah, but it's not like there's a marking that said, tattoos by John did the how do you know who did them? That seems like I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, no, you got to pay. Because, nobody's going to know. It's not on the tattoo anywhere, my name and phone number that gave you the tattoo. I don't know.
And it's got to be, it's permanent, so it needs to be a long-term deal.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, here's Dirty Drawers' back tattoo. God, There's a lot going on there. There is I think she's messing with us. There's no way this is all what he has.
Well, you
met like a merry-go.
Yeah, met him a couple weeks ago.
I don't think he has a merry-go-round horse on his back tattoo. Because that's what that looks like there. And some sort of sun. Like, I don't think that's right.
No, that can't be.
That can't be right.
That cannot be right.
Yeah. No. I don't believe you, Mrs. Dirty Drawers. I don't believe you. Sorry.
That does look like a horse from a merry-go-round.
It does, right?
Yeah, like right out of the 1950s.
Rob from Bentonville. Yeah, the polls are really brought to you by no one today. Yeah, they're not there. They're gone. They're totally. I could take a picture of this and post it, but you wouldn't see it. Send a post. When you do, it'll show up here. That's what it says. Like we just opened the account 5 minutes ago. Weird. All right. Well, we won't be doing the polls today. All right, we'll get to Bill, and I'll tell you what we learned coming up here. Bill's very excited about what he's got prepared, so that'll be good. And maybe we'll do some today in history or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, we always do, don't we?
Sometimes.
We'll give you your money back if you're not entertained by the next 20 minutes or so. All right, satisfaction guaranteed here at Ruscin and Zach.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years. This is the Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
You think Joe Detsethor's cleaning his gutters? Of course not. You don't need to be up there, man.
You're a little more revered, Joe Test, than I would say Ty Richardson is. And I'm also younger and a little more spry, so I don't have the money that those guys do. Can't afford that.
The hair or the looks or the voice.
The tan or the skill. I mean, you keep going.
Weekdays from 9 to 11, only on ESPN 99.5.
Keep your haymaking season rolling with big savings on New Holland hay tools at WT Equipment. Right now, choose 0% financing or cash back on select disc bind, disc mower conditioners, and roll belt rounders, and save thousands. You'll cut with more confidence, bale faster and tighter, and save for seasons to come. Ask about our industry-leading warranties, too. Hurry into WT Equipment for these ready-to-roll savings. Offer ends June 30th. Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply.
Looking for the perfect jewelry to celebrate life's special moments? Welcome to Swift's Jewelry. At Swift's, we specialize in turning your dreams into stunning reality. Whether it's a beautiful custom engagement ring, a unique anniversary gift, or a special piece just for you, our expert jewelers can craft the perfect masterpiece that tells your story. Come visit us in beautiful downtown Fayetteville next to Hugo's Restaurant or at swiftsjewelry.com. Swift's Jewelry, your personal jeweler since 1956.
We all plan to be on time, but fender bending, damaged windshield, and slick road quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Kerry Earwood in Rogers and Derek Wardlow in Rogers.
All hail is broken loose at Rath Mitsubishi. Thanks to a bit of severe Arkansas weather, we're having a lot-wide hail sale. Save up to $10,000 off retail value on hail discounted new and road-ready certified pre-owned inventory. If your car was affected by recent storms, we can help. We'll trade for your old car, dings and all, or you can visit our on-site hail repair pros for free estimates, help with your insurance claim, and on-site repairs. Come find your next ride during our Hail of the Sale and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Mitsubishi, on Tyson and 71B Springdale, rathmitsubishi.com.
All power, zero compromise. Eagle Cordless Outdoor Power Equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From mowers and trimmers to blowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it's the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
Evan Cohen here. It's time to turn things up a notch. This summer, don't binge watch shows. Binge s'mores by the campfire. Press pause on the podcast and press play on the warm weather vibes. Here's your chance to win $10,000 for your ultimate summer. What are you waiting for? Take your shot with 5 Hour Energy and make this summer your best summer ever. Visit 5heshot.com for full details and rules and to enter today. No purchase necessary. Ends June 30th, 2025.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888
8 Sparky. ESPN 99.5. The most influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, winding down another hour here. Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas. Keep sending those texts in, 877-377-6963. It's a Lewis Automotive Group hotline where you get in there and communicate with us.
Except for Hog Wild and Van Buren. We didn't need to see that.
Yeah, that was a unfortunate tattoo that we did not really you got to give us a warning on that, That was unsolicited, what that was. You got to help us out here. All right, Bill, what did you learn today?
Well, 9 years ago, we lost Muhammad Ali.
Yes.
Greatest. So I did a little dive on Muhammad Ali. Two things. I did not know that during the first Gulf War, he actually traveled to Iraq, met with Saddam Hussein, and secured the release of 15 American hostages.
Oh, okay.
But this was the fun one. There's apparently a DC comic, Superman versus Muhammad Ali, in 1978, where they have a boxing match to who's going to save the Earth. Muhammad Ali beat Superman.
Wow.
in the comic. And I looked it up. $1,700 on eBay if you want to buy that comic.
Wow.
That was the cheapest one I could find. Muhammad Ali versus Superman.
Yeah.
So yeah, the greatest. 2016. He died.
2016. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. This is not nearly as important, but the word Ouija is actually trademarked by Hasbro. Like the Ouija board.
Yeah.
Yeah, they own that. So that's what I got. It's like my ex profile shut down too over here on the fun facts thing. I do have a couple of this day in history that are all right here.
Sure.
The 137 years ago today, Casey at the Bat published.
Really?
By Ernest Lawrence in the San Francisco Daily Examiner. They paid him $5.
$5 for
$5
for Casey struck out. Huh?
That's right. Mighty Casey has struck out. That's right. And there was one other one here I wanted to share with you. Oh, 33 years ago today, Bill.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton played the sax on the Arsenio Hall show. Remember that?
Hall show. Yeah.
Played Heartbreak Hotel and God Bless the Child on the old Arsenio Hall show back in 1992. So that's one of those pop culture moments that I think everybody saw either live or on the news the next day or forever.
You know what? For about 5 minutes, the Arsenio Hall show was a big deal.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it didn't last long.
Yeah.
But while that show was on the air, it was huge. It really was a big deal.
Well, when Johnny was on, Johnny's, the kids of Johnny's audience wanted to watch something. They watched Arsenio.
Right.
But then when Johnny left, Jay was kind of younger. So it's like, well, now,
what are you going
to
do?
watch Jay? Like, they're not, people aren't going to watch. When you're the young alternative and then the other guy's young too, I mean, it's harder to have that niche. You know what I mean?
And I know I've told you guys this off the air. I don't think I've said this on the air, but when I was working in Los Angeles, and I know that NBC has since moved to the Universal Studios.
Yeah.
But when I was there were two studios there. They never did it. They never filmed another episode of anything in Carson's
Studio One. Yep.
Yep. Jay Leno was next door.
Yeah. They still they were doing something on Sunday morning a few weeks ago. And one of the shots, they walk into Studio One. It's totally empty. But they still have the audience. Like, the seats were permanent.
Yeah.
So they got this audience. And then I think they still have the star on the floor where he did the mark where he did the monologue. I think they still have that.
It was almost like a museum.
Yeah, but everything else is gone. There was a guy, I think he sold it. But there was a guy who got the set. Like the desk and the backdrop, the whole deal. He had it in they had this big warehouse with all this TV stuff. But he had the set.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of like Kramer when he
right. We got the Merv Griffins.
We got the Merv Griffins.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, but he sold all that stuff. I think he sold it a few years ago. because he was tired of storing it and everything. We went through that because he had like anything you could imagine, a TV prop from them. I think he had like a Howdy Doody doll. Like he had everything you could imagine. Television history. This stuff should be in a museum somewhere. He had the Karnak turban from Johnny Carson. Like he had a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Now Corey claims he found Muhammad Ali versus Superman on eBay for $40.
I looked at it and I found one for 17. It was 1,700. Well, he's not getting one in mint condition.
Oh yeah, this one's had a couple of Cokes spilled on it or
Right.
something. Yeah,
It's got some stains on it.
Yeah, that's not mint. $40. Oh man. Let's see here. It's kind of a slow, like there's not a lot of interesting bird. It's National Egg Day. I mean, that's something, I guess. You eat eggs?
I'll do them if it's in like a breakfast burrito.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't go out of my way to get them. No.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have them in the house. I don't know. But in a breakfast burrito, sure.
Just omelets. Don't do omelets.
No, not so much anymore.
I love a good omelet. But yeah, I don't. I can make one. Well, that's tough though.
It's too much work.
Yeah.
I mean, just
You
go
gotta
somewhere.
flip it. Yeah.
Go somewhere and spend the $10.
Yeah. More like 25 now. I mean, it's with the prices and whatnot. Oh,
You know,
that's
the other person who has a birthday today.
Yeah.
Rafael Nadal.
Oh yeah, Nadal. Yeah.
Since tennis is, I don't know if tennis is big this week. I don't know how much.
Well,
people
he
care
got
about
the
French Open,
the
yeah.
Roland Garros. Yes, yeah. Is he still playing or did he retire?
I think he retired.
Did he? Okay, I don't know. I can't keep up with all that stuff.
No, but he owned the French Open. That was his.
Oh yeah, you had the clay. Yeah. Yeah. So that was
And
another-
well, it's speaking of which, Djokovic, it qualified 19th time, got to the quarterfinals.
Wow. Yeah.
And as far as American goes, Coco Gauff, she 5th straight year she made it to the quarters.
Okay.
So I guess that's going to come to a head this weekend.
Yep. TNT's got that now. Been seeing that on TNT all day. Turner Sports, whatever they call this thing now. The thing that doesn't have the NBA anymore.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that group.
The
Yeah.
NBA's leaving.
That's right. They
Did
got-
you see that zoo at the after the basketball game over the weekend?
What's zoo?
Well, no, they were because it was the TNT cast, and Ernie signed off for the last.
Yeah, they
time.
dropped the mics. Yeah.
They dropped the mics.
Yeah.
Everybody was chanting TNT.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is going to be a little strange, but you know, people that want to watch it are going to find the games wherever they are. But it's it's weird when you have these long relationships with one sport on one channel and then it's gone, and you're like, well, now it's a little bit. It's not totally the same, but it's like when the SEC left CBS a couple years ago. It's like, you know, it was an honor to play at 2:30 Central on CBS in football. That means you were the big game of the day,
right?
And now, I mean, it's still big to be on ABC, but it's different. So, yeah, it'll be different.
And no, Arturo, I don't hate Denver omelets.
No,
I just don't want to make one.